Does your mom know you're watching this show? Welcome, everyone, to the Friday Night BS show. I need to remind everyone, like I do every show, that this show is rated R, is intended for mature audiences only. Also, need to add that me, or I shouldn't say me, that's not proper grammar, myself, Deana, or Jennifer are licensed therapists, psychiatrists, or doctors. We're not even a nurse. We're not even a nurse.
Nope.
But no, our knowledge on these topics are from our life experiences only, and information that we pull from the web. So if you're pissed off, go after Google. All right. It's the bottom line, right, guys? I mean,
blame the source.
if you're mad at stats, we got the stats from Google. Go over to Google.
Mhm.
You know what? That brings up a thing. You know how oh, that's that one of those words.
Wikipedia?
Yeah, you let you edit shit.
Yes.
Can you imagine if Google gave us that power on searches? Can you imagine the fucked up shit we would do to Google searches?
It'd be anarchy.
Oh my God. No one would get shit done. Everyone would be completely, totally confused. You know how how old is Tom Brady? You know, we always do that when we're trying to figure out, hey, Google, how old is this person? Can you imagine just fucked up numbers? He's 196 years old, man.
Stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah.
But yes, we are not licensed in any manner other than being a human beings. We are licensed human beings, and that's it.
Yeah.
Unless you don't have your license.
We all have serial numbers, social security numbers.
Those are our serial numbers. You were right. That was the first.
Pretty much.
What was that movie with the barcodes? Remember the movie with the barcodes? People had barcodes on the back of their neck, and that's how the government kept track of people. They were just like scanning your barcode that was tattooed on the back of your neck. How fucked up that would be. That would suck.
Yeah.
I could see that working though in prisons. Just barcode everybody.
Oh my God! Let's not mark the prisoners.
No. But I mean, it'd be a great way to keep track of people. You know, put a barcode on them. And
hey, you have a few kids. Let's put these barcodes on them.
Yeah,
make sure,
fucking barcode our children, our fucking pets, everything, dude. So fucking.
Hey, my dog had a chip. She did.
Yeah, my dogs have chips. That's so you don't lose them forever because they're stupid and they run away.
They're animals.
Yeah.
They're animals. Hey.
Tom Brady is 45. No, I am going to go to Google. I'm going to push Google to add this feature. I think there should be an edit feature to Google searches. I think anybody.
No, there are too many stupid people in the world.
Yeah,
many stupid people.
No, they have these powerful computers. And Google has these powerful computers, and so what we can do is just let everybody edit their own thing, and then Google just add them all up, and whichever's the best response will get the first the first look on the site when someone does that. I think it'll be great.
Sure.
Random with barcodes. That's what I'm saying, man. I think it's a great idea.
I don't.
Oh, dude. I mean, shit, that would suck too if you were afraid of tattoos and everyone well, you can do it right at birth. You get those fucking shots right at the beginning after you're born. Just to send them, have like a professional tattoo artist.
Not even a tattoo, just fucking put them in a machine and just
have like a CNC machine that automatically tattoos.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. That is very interesting. Quit putting that out there because that's not what we're doing.
It's like a little process. You're born, the umbilical cord is cut. You go over to the boys. You get circumcised, and boom, next room is the tattoo.
Circumcision is not a requirement. That is a religious belief.
It's a cleaning. It's all about cleanliness.
It's a sanitary.
It's about sanitary.
It's about a whole bunch of different things. But you didn't ask that child whether or not you wanted to chop a piece of its dick off.
No! You never know. He might say, yeah, go for it.
I'd let him make that decision when he gets older.
I think you should save it and give it to him when he turns 18.
Here, put it in soup.
You can't eat that.
I'm sure you can. Tastes like pork.
Hey, what the fuck? How about me? How about, hey, handsome John, or hey, good looking John, or hey, John, you're looking good. No, the pretty ladies. It's always about the ladies. Oh, hey, well, let's do this. Let's shameless plug. It's just shameless plug time. This is a new feature that I figured needs to be part of the show, and that is,
Friday
and
Night BS Show website.
that's right. We're going to promote our own website. That's right. We're promoting our own website. And I think, why not, right? We don't have to pay anybody to do it, right? We're not paying the BS show to promote the BS show.
No.
Ah,
Yeah, no, we're good.
yeah, it's Friday Night BS Show.com. And it's, I think I did, it's GoDaddy. But yeah, there's the site. It's great. We'll have a shop thing up. It's coming. But you can find all the links down here on the bottom to where all our shows are. We're on Spotify, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. So if you click on the Spotify link, it's going to take you right over to Spotify. There it is, the Friday Night BS Show. And you can look through our category. And boy, I can't believe how many shows are on there already. I didn't really keep track. And the sucky part of it is every time I upload a new show, I can't remember what the last podcast number was. So I have to go back and count every single one of those. And I keep telling myself, John, just write it down on a sticky note. Episode 32, next one is 33. No, I keep forgetting to do that. So I have to go every time I upload, I got to go, oh,
Well,
fuck.
now that you've identified that specific need, then maybe you should start working on it.
I don't know. I think I should tattoo it on my hand. No, I'm kidding.
No, because the number's always going to change.
Just put it on the calendar, and then every Friday, it's the next number.
I know.
Yeah, one time.
That's why we have women. They're so organized. That's
No,
fine.
I have ADD, and I have to plan ahead for that shit.
I used to love sticky notes. I love sticky notes. I would stick sticky notes everywhere.
Sticky notes.
Yeah, and I just found that it was just this huge mess, and then it left all the stickiness all over the place. So I was just like, okay, sticky note. But then Windows gave us sticky notes, right? Windows gave us sticky notes. You can add sticky notes to your Windows screen. So yeah. All right, there we go. That's much better. That's much better. I mean, I get it. I see them too. I see them every Friday. I understand. With that being said, let's say hello to these lovely ladies. Deana, how is your week going?
It's been fun. It's been grand.
Fun and grand. Nobody died. Everything is great.
2 weeks in a row, no one died.
No one died. Woo, party time, party. That's good, and it's over, right? That's how I look at it. It's Friday. It's fucking over.
No more things are allowed to happen. I'm done with things.
Yeah. I feel like that usually by Wednesday. I'm just like. And I'm not shitting all the people on Facebook that do this, but every time they post it, is it Friday and it's Wednesday? I hate that thing. I hate it with a passion. Anytime I see it, and it's always on Wednesday. You notice that they always post that on Wednesday. Is it Friday yet? No, motherfucker, it's Wednesday. Jennifer shaking her head.
Well,
how's your week going?
My week, I mean, in my opinion, I'm like, I am employed. I live in a safe place. I love my job. I love the people that I live with. And I am eating healthier. The Noom stuff is really working. I'm taking walks on a daily basis. I'm listening to music. I'm reading sometimes. It's
getting sex on a regular basis.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But that's actually, in all honesty, I'm finding that's not a priority.
Yeah,
My
we get
happiness
that. Yeah,
is my priority.
we get to that age. You notice, Deana, that through all her greatness, she never mentioned that she's happy to be part of the Friday Night BS show on Friday nights.
I'm here. You're talking about my week. Today is Friday. I'm talking about my week. I've had a great week.
I know.
But
you said you loved your roommates. You love your job. You love the people you work with.
I love the show that I'm on.
All right, there it is.
Jesus Christ!
I knew I would get her there eventually. Would get her there.
Only because I gave in.
Yeah, you gave in. So yeah, check out the Friday Night BS Show.com website. If you have trouble finding our links, it's a great way to quickly find where we're at. Heads up, though, but keep in mind the show is not live on Spotify. It is pre-recorded. This show right here, will be uploaded tonight. So it's usually available tonight about midnight, or you can jump in and listen to it. And I'm getting a lot of great responses from Spotify. People love listening to this show while they're driving to work, and I like that because that to me makes me feel like, okay, because you got so much today, right, guys? I mean, there's so much that's out there.
Oh God, yes.
You know,
We're piddly.
yeah. I mean, there's so much content out there. There's so many podcasts. It seems like every day, some fucking celebrity out of the blue wakes up and goes, "Yeah, I think I'll start a podcast."
But I mean, there's a difference, Johnny. Don't be a hater. Our
no.
audience that listens to us, we love
Yeah.
you. Thank you for listening.
Oh yeah, no, I love all our audience. I just it's weird that this has just now become like the thing to do, and I kind of understood it 2 years ago, which made complete sense, and that's when the boom took off with celebrities, and it felt like they were lost. It felt like celebrities were lost, not having that human contact, not doing the movies, not doing all this stuff, and all of a sudden you noticed everybody was putting out a podcast. Everybody was throwing out a podcast. And it was just weird to me. And some of them have slowly gone away now that they're kind of back to making movies and doing their thing, able to walk to Starbucks and buy coffee and, all that nonsense. But, I got it. I understood it in the beginning. Like 2 years ago, if I were a celebrity, I don't know if I would be that self-centered where I have to be, in front of a camera. I have to be.
Maybe it's not self-centered. I mean, if you have that type of platform and you can make money off of that because times are a little bit hard, absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to use that time, especially if they're not making movies, if they're not being able to do things because
I think it's the creativity the creativity bug that's within all these people that are in Hollywood. I think that's the driving force. Yeah, they need to do so because $270 million in your bank, that's not enough. That's not enough today.
But not even that. If you're an artist and you're an active artist, you want to continue. Look at Betty White. She worked until she died.
Yeah.
And it's not because she probably needed to. She had royalties from the Golden Girls. She did it because she wanted to.
Yeah, she wanted to be creative. All right, guys, are you ready for this really weird news? It's not weird news. It's kind of news where you want to punch this dude in the face kind of news. That's what it is.
We don't condone violence. But
yeah, we do.
Will,
Yeah, I can guarantee you, if I get the guy's thought, I get what he's trying to do and trying to say. But in a way, because you got to think, look, I'm going to act. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire right now.
Okay.
What do they say before the scene starts? I know it's cut scene, but I don't know. Take 157. I'm a millionaire. I get it. I understand it. But as a regular civilian, I guess, I don't know what the fucking, as a regular consumer civilian, it kind of pisses me off. Because this is his thought pattern. Our weird topic for tonight is, and let me pull it up here. Where did it go? Oh, it's right here. Where is it? We got some weird news.
That's what she said.
Millionaire says, "I'll park my car wherever I want because I'm a millionaire. Only broke people care about tickets."
You know what? That's a very strong statement. However, that is his statement, and if he can afford it, who the fuck cares? That's on him. If he wants to do that and he looks at that as his valet, he
but okay.
Is
Obviously,
he hurting anybody?
Well, I don't know how. See, I think he's in the UK. So I don't know.
I read it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they have handicap parking. Is he doing that? Is he parking where loading and unloading spaces for truck
parking wherever the fuck he wants.
He's parking wherever he's want.
And if he gets a ticket, he pays it, and he views that ticket as like ballet.
Yeah,
and you know what? That's his mentality, and good for him. I'm glad that you can experience that because the normal person doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, basically, that's exactly. He sees it as paying for VIP parking.
Yep.
So to him, it's like he's going to a restaurant every fucking day, where he's tipping the valet for parking his car. So he's just gonna go park whatever. But I want to praise TikTok because they ripped him apart. They ripped him completely apart.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But again, why are you going to rip somebody who can afford to do it, who decides to do it and does it anyways?
Yeah, I think I get that part, but it's the way he presented it on YouTube,
Damn
on
you for
TikTok.
having enough money to
Yeah,
just
no, no,
piss
no,
it
no,
off
no,
on
no,
that.
no. That's
You're just,
fine.
like,
I am never
super
going to be
judgmental.
angry at someone that is successful. Never going to be angry at someone that is successful. I take it personal when they go far and beyond and try to gloat. I don't like gloating. I don't like. I don't care if you're making 65 grand a year or making $100 million a year. You don't need to gloat, especially if you're making $100 million a year. You don't need to gloat. And this is gloating, and the way he presented the video on TikTok, he was basically like, screw you people. He came
No,
off,
he's not saying
it
screw
came
you.
off like a dick. He came off like a dick in
And
the
I'm
video.
sure he
Yeah.
is. I'm sure he's quite pompous. I'm sure he is a dick to a degree. But in
Yeah.
all honesty, he doesn't have to worry about it. It doesn't. Who cares if it's
Still
been
the
tolerated? I'm still the green zone is my zone.
uh,
I
I-
mean, who? In all honesty, I understand that it may
yeah.
annoy you, but in all honesty, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well, for me as a former truck driver, nothing really pissed me off more than a person that would park at a store. Now, keep in mind, I used to deliver to San Francisco 3 days a week, to every Kragen's, Grand Autos, and Montgomery Wards. I think they were. You remember those? And there's a yellow zone. Now picture San Francisco, those small, tiny streets. Me coming in with this big truck, needing that yellow zone. That yellow zone is designated for me, not the customer, not anybody else. And I would have customers park in the yellow zone, and I would be blowing my horn. They would get out and go, well, I'm going into the store. I'll be out in a second. And then I'm like, no, I need to park the truck. I cannot double park in San Francisco. I need that spot right there. Well, technically, I'm loading and unloading because I'm going into the store. That's
Okay.
that's
And
the go-to.
it sounds like you're taking the story
Oh
personally,
no,
and I'm
of course I
sorry.
am
Yeah,
as a
you're
truck
very
driver.
much taking the
Yeah, I
story
think I
personally.
think I think that him to doing what he's doing, he's taking away businesses spots in front of their locations. And he's basically parking in areas that are designated for safety and police. That's why he's getting these tickets. Now that's a different story. Now if he's going to park somewhere where every police has a lane over there, that's I think how it works, because they have like a designated, like San Francisco has a designated bus lane. So
Mhm.
that'd be like
LA
me
does
being,
too.
yeah, that'd be like me being a dick and parking in that bus lane and inconveniencing everybody that's on the bus, everyone
I don't
trying to
know
get on
if
the
he
bus.
I think in the article, I think he stated where he parked and that he never said anything about bus lanes
Yeah.
or
Well,
bus.
no, that's what they are. They're designated lanes that are are
Yeah,
are,
and
are
I understand that, but
for
I
no
don't think that
parking.
he was
Well, they're
parking
for
in.
emergency purposes only.
Yes.
That's what those lanes are for. And he's parking in those lanes. And so to him, $100 ticket is nothing because he's getting to go into the Gucci store and get his watch. I don't know. Fuck what he's buying his Gucci underwear. Who knows? All right, Dina,
It
what do
could
you
be
think?
Prada.
What do
I
you think?
think Mallory's right. It is a dick swinging contest at
Yeah.
that point. It's a bust out your tape measure. I have the biggest lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, you have to inconvenience everybody. If that's an emergency zone, it's there for a reason. You don't
Yeah.
get to be that guy that thinks it's a free space, because what if there is an emergency?
Yeah.
At that point, if there is an emergency, then that guy's completely liable for any damage that happens to his car because any emergency vehicles had to plow through it.
Yeah, I love this may sound like a dick. I mean, they're making me a dick, but there's nothing better. There's nothing that pleases me so much as when I see a very expensive BMW or Mercedes being towed away. I just
Why does that give you pleasure? What is your problem?
Uh, yeah, no, it's just because 95% of the time that person's being a dick. So it's just they're getting what karma. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
Jen, you know all about karma. Karma's a bitch. Now, if that person that's getting towed away didn't have, let's say, $1,500 unpaid parking tickets, or let's say a suspended driver's license, or
But that's
no
not
ins
always gonna be the case. So
well, a lot of
it's
times it
easy
is. A
to
lot of
assume the
times.
worst.
People don't tow anything these days because unless there's money involved, because a
Oh,
tow is not cheap.
absolutely.
Yeah, tow's not cheap.
Absolutely. I
Tow's
mean,
not.
in the circumstances where somebody's vehicle is repossessed because they were unable to pay it because they got impacted by the pandemic and they lost everything, that's not something to be
Yeah, see,
happy about.
yeah, I am. It brings me joy. The City of
Oh.
London Corporation, which is governed by the City of London, says parking fines are typically $150, but can be reduced to $75 if they pay him within 14 days. So he's probably, well, let's be honest, he's probably paying him off in 14 days, unless he's even
Oh,
more of
yeah.
an asshole and decides,
No, he's just paying them off from what it says on here, and he's up to 8,100 annually.
fucking you. No, you don't, dude. You're the whale, the white whale on Seinfeld. It wasn't Newman.
Newman.
You're
It's Newman.
you're Newman. That's a lot. That's where they'll take your car. They'll take your car and
That,
impound it, and you're pretty much SOL. Let's see
that's a
what else
dick
was.
fine.
Yeah, that was basically it. I think for me it was just the way he presented himself on TikTok. Is there another way that he could have done that video and not seem like a dick? I don't think so, because I think just the fact that he's gloating at all about not, parking wherever he is, I think he's just going to come off as
Yeah.
that
If that's
person
how you live your life,
that
you're a dick.
just keep getting.
Period. End of statement.
Just keep getting. Oh, that's like
I
me
just
when
keep getting new cars.
yeah,
Yep.
that was like me when I
See?
got my ticket in Chicago. It was pretty funny, and I didn't know I had gotten a ticket in Chicago. I made a right hand turn. In California, you can make a right hand turn on a red light, but in Chicago, you can't. I didn't know
It
that. I
depends on
didn't
where
see
you
the
are in
sign. Yeah,
Chicago.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't see it, so I made a right hand turn, and of course, I was in a rental. So the ticket got sent to the rental agency and then to
And they
me.
send it to you, yep.
So
Mhm.
I was like, dude, what do I do? Do I pay this? And my buddy is like, dude, are you ever going back to Chicago? I go, probably not. He goes, don't pay it. I'm like,
No,
I was like,
no.
no, I think I'll pay this
It
ticket.
just racks up more and more
I could see
taxes.
me forgetting, coming into, I don't know what airport is in Chicago. O'Hare?
O'Hare.
O'Hare,
Yep.
Yeah. And getting out and just swarm. We got fucking
Let
Josh.
him go. He owes us $8 million in parking ticket tax fine.
That $150 ticket has quadrupled since the last time. Oh, now you have to give us blood. No.
And your firstborn.
Yeah, I learned that lesson as well in Buffalo. This is how corrupt the city of Chicago is compared to another corrupt city like New York. But the sign for no right hand turns was literally like this big in Chicago. It was like this little sign that I
Yeah.
would have needed bifocals
And
and
they
just
put it super
yeah,
low
yeah.
to the
And
ground.
it was ridiculous. But in New York, it was this huge sign that said no right hand turns on red.
it didn't say stop, motherfucker.
Yeah, it said yeah, it said no right hand turns on red. Please roll up your windows and lock your doors. You're in New York. And
This ain't the suburbs. No.
yeah, this ain't Modesto.
Oh
Well,
God, Modesto's even horrible
yeah, no,
sometimes.
but we're not, yeah. I used to do Oakland as well, my deliveries, and then I went to 98th Avenue, and this is when I worked for Budget Rent a Car, and I was in the manager's program, and I had to go to Oakland every day to do my training. And someone goes, "Hey, you got to turn off on 880 or 580 and take 98th Avenue." And at that time, I didn't realize what 98th Avenue looked like. All right, you want to talk about roll up your windows and lock your doors? I was like, whoa, roll them up. And then my buddy taught me a trick. He says, never, ever stop at a red light in Oakland. He says, you time those motherfuckers. So you slow down. If the light turns yellow, you start to slow down about a block and just start going about 5-6 miles an hour. Just keep creeping until the light turns red, then go. Never ever stop at a red light in Oakland. Probably applies to LA as well.
It depends where you are.
Yeah. It depends. You guys ready to jump into our main one of our topics? We are going to do 7 things single women want on a first date, the 2022 updated list. And I'm going to read the old. This is the what they wrote. It
I
says,
have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Who wrote this article?
I think it was females. It was all
Okay.
females. Actually, yeah. This is I
Okay,
think there's a couple
okay.
dudes. There's a couple dudes in there, but they're all pretty much females from universities. So they're all professors and stuff like that. So
Like, I
yeah.
asked because some of these that you give us that are supposed
Well,
to
I'm
be
sure
about
you'll point
women.
out. I'm sure you're going to be able to point out the men's part of it. I'm sure you
Okay.
can easily find which. According to March 2018, singles in America surveyed of over 5,000 singles across the country, ages 18 through 70. Fuck. And, and all of them, and all of the ethnicities and sexual orientations. The most important thing single women are looking for on a first date isn't a surprise flowers. Uh, it's not candies. It's none of that stuff. But feeling comfortable. Of women surveyed, 79% say the most. How did they write that? 79% said they most cared about feeling comfortable on the first date, even above feeling happy, 35%, and liked, 27%. So 20% of them said it's important for them to feel liked, which I get that. Happy is 35%, but 79% said it just feeling comfortable. And I can understand that. I mean, that
Oh
makes
yeah,
I think it applies for both. I mean, the guy too. I mean,
true.
the guy
That
needs
could
to
be
feel.
bad on either side.
Yeah, I mean, I need to feel comfortable too. I mean, if I go into a date and and it's someone completely different than I saw on the picture, or had absolutely different topics or idealisms and that they had written it, I think I need to feel comfortable.
Okay, and have you seen Wedding Crashers?
Yes, I have.
You know, the crazy girl one that was
Yeah,
like, "I'll find
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You can run."
yeah.
Yeah,
I
some people are like that on both sides.
yeah, and I mean too. I think just feeling comfortable and not just in the personalities, but actually, just in the conversation that's going on that first date. We've all talked about how some people just can't seem to stop talking about their fucking exes.
So would you prefer them asking you, "So do you know our Lord and Savior
Yeah,
Satan?"
well, that one's another one. I'm running. I'm
Oh,
fucking running.
Jesus.
I'm running. If
No,
they
I said Satan.
Yeah, if they pull out a bottle,
Write
even
that in.
Satan, even God, if they pull out a bottle of holy water and they try to bless me, I might,
Power of Christ.
yeah, the power of Christ is going
Compels
to
you.
compel you in about an hour.
Just like, "Are you gonna nail me?"
Yeah, yeah. So out of 1 to 100%, Dina is comfortable. Your number, where does it sit in that 1 to 100?
That's 1,000%. That's a really good one. That means you have chemistry.
Yeah,
That covers the other two things.
yeah,
If you're comfortable, that means you're happy
yeah.
and you're relaxed. There's good chemistry. There's good communication right off the bat. I love it when you run into somebody that it feels like you've known for your entire life.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I've had dates where it felt like she was in my head, It was just
Mhm.
like I couldn't finish my sentence without her exactly finishing it exactly what I was thinking, and that creeps me out sometimes too, though. That kinda it's like, "All right, where's your Ouija board?
Woo!
Where's your
I'll
Ouija board?
find you.
You got some chicken feet in your bag? What are you doing? What kind of spell are you running over here?"
His house is cleansed.
No, I like that. I like that when you're feeling that comfortable with someone, and that doesn't happen a lot. I mean, to where, and
It's
I get it.
very right.
We're going. Some people, the lucky ones, they're going through like 3, 4 dates a week. No, I won't go. That's kind of high. Maybe 2 a week. Maybe 6 a month. They're getting. They're out there. They're doing their thing, and their chances of running into that person are a lot better than, say, the guy that goes out maybe once a week or 4 times a month on a date, and his odds are not as great of that happening. What do you think?
I don't know if I agree with that. I
Yeah.
feel like if there's a person that's meant for you, that person is going to find you whether you're looking or not. And if you're out gallivanting to find that person, you're more likely to get stuck in a situation that's not right for you than you are to be looking inward and focusing on yourself, and then that person just finds you.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what?
Still waiting for that.
I've been playing hide and seek for a very long fucking time. So
Jennifer's Bigfoot. They haven't found her yet.
I've been playing hide and seek for a long motherfucking time. I don't want to be it no more.
Yeah.
No, you just shit. No, I'm good.
Jennifer's hiding in the Pacific Northwest somewhere in the mountains. Occasionally showing up here and there on a photo. Just walking across this dirt road
with Bigfoot.
Yeah, blurry.
Well, how about you, Jen? Comfort is where's that sit with you? Yeah, where's that sit with you?
Very high. If I ain't comfortable, you'll see it on my face. I don't have a poker face, and I'm a smart ass. You already know this. So if it's already uncomfortable, I'm gonna make it a whole lot more uncomfortable. And
so with that being said, Jen, I'm gonna ask Deana too as well. But what would be like something right off the bat that would kind of sort? And I'm talking extreme here, but just kind of set you at unease and just kind of take a little bit away from that comfort. What could possibly happen?
My foot from under the table and start massaging it. I just met you, sir.
Oh God! I mean, that's abrasive. That's guys with balls. He's got a balls.
Oh, that's no balls. That's
he got a balls. Yeah, no.
Okay, anything like that, or like it. Sometimes
footsie's okay. Footsie's okay.
How long have I known you?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm talking about that's what I would be saying to the other person. We are just meeting, sir.
Yeah, on the first date, footsies would be a little bit too.
Do you have athlete's foot? Please
unless things are really moving along. We're having sex on this fucking table here at the restaurant if you keep doing that.
No.
How about you, Deana? What would set off that? I'm not talking like the extreme, just something slightly, something little that would kind of.
It comes down to mannerisms. Like if you can't look me in the eye while you're having a conversation, or if you're talking way too much about yourself to even realize I exist. Red flags all around.
Yeah. I'm with you there. I always bring it up. It's just like, some people say, do you even talk about your ex if the other person's talking about it? And I always stated, we had a good relationship. It just didn't work. Move on. I think that's the best response you can give to, even if you were in a bad relationship. I think just saying that.
You don't want to. You don't want to talk shit about your ex,
right? Just say, hey, we had a great relationship. We grew old, we grew up, we grew apart, and we're still friends, and move on. Right. And I think let them find out later. Let them find out later you want her dead.
Yeah, none of that shit.
That stays in here.
Yeah. That stays in the box, in the vault. Stays in the vault. Those secrets only come out when you're drinking.
Yes.
Are you drinking?
Yeah, you're at the bar. It's just like, and then all the fucking stories come out. And I want to be one day at a bar where the guy's just spewing all his shit, and the bartender is just so petrified and scared of this person. I just want to see that once, like, dude, you're fucking just kind of like walk
problems. Hands him a card to the therapist.
You just lay it all out there. Well, number one, the updated list. I don't have drums because it keeps getting flagged, so no drums, people. Number one. Yeah. They say it's owned by somebody. They want to be complimented. Number one, they want to be complimented. What do you guys go? Give it to me.
I'm a sucker for a good compliment.
Right.
Be honest though. Don't just
how quickly, ladies. How quickly do you need to hear that compliment?
You know what? It depends. Like if you just show up and you are dressed to the nines and you show up and he sees you and a nice right there, you look lovely or you look beautiful
Yeah, yeah.
or wow, so it
How
just
about how
depends.
about if he says, "Damn girl, you look hot."
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that fits in that. I got a
Yeah,
you look
that's okay.
snazzy a couple
I'm
weeks
always
ago,
wondering
and I
how.
was ready for
Yeah, I'm always wondering how that "you are beautiful" line is delivered because all guys are different. I've heard guys say, "Damn girl, you're hot," or "Damn girl, you're beautiful," and just the way it's presented. Sometimes I feel like I can see women saying, like, "What the fuck, asshole?" you know?
Oh, no, no, no. I have received that ass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn girl, that ass.
No, not even damn girl. That ass.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, yes, I know.
Yeah. So it's okay. So technically it's okay to, at the beginning, like when you first meet, just spew out that nice compliment, get it out there, guys. Don't waste any time. Don't wait until she has a mouth full of fucking food to tell her she's beautiful. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And you don't wait until you
Sorry.
have a mouthful.
Sorry, I got a piece of broccoli on your forehead. I was trying to respond to that.
Wiping it off. You're beautiful.
There's something
So,
in my teeth.
so delivery is important, guys. Make sure you don't wait. And so,
Yeah,
like I said, you
don't.
have a mouthful of food. She has a mouthful of food. I don't like people that throw out compliments, and I've seen this done at the restaurants when there is a server standing right next to you. I think it's an uncomfortable moment for the server, and I think it's an uncomfortable moment for her because how she takes that with that person standing there may be a little bit different if that person's not there. So trying to, just
That's a
don't.
giant cop out. If you're
Yeah,
gonna do it in
yeah,
front of the server, that's like you're gonna say a nice thing because other people are looking, right?
right,
And if you're
exactly.
a polite enough girl, you're gonna be like,
If you happen to show up at that moment and it doesn't matter if the server's there or not. If you show up at that moment and the server's there and they give you a compliment, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Well, yeah, if he just walks up, but if he's already standing there taking the order and you just yell, get us a bottle of the white Zinfandel and then go, man, girl, you are beautiful. While that's a little, you're
That's
It
look,
all depends on the situation. You are
how did
not
you go
very
from,
romantic at
how
all,
did
are
you
you,
go from
Johnny?
white Zinfandel to fucking you look beautiful? Come on, Jack.
If this is a first date, apparently you've never said it, but I've had a man look across the table at a restaurant while we were ordering and actually do that and just stop
Oh,
for a
I get
second
told
and
I'm beautiful all
say,
the time from
you know,
women.
and just say, oh my God, you are so beautiful. And
Yeah,
and it's nice if it's honest.
yeah,
yes. If
yeah.
it
I
feels
get it.
authentic,
Yeah.
Yes, if he is
Yeah.
just in awe of you
All
with
right. Well, all
I
right.
don't know if
Yeah.
you've ever felt that, but I have been in those
Yeah.
situations.
All right. I'm
So
with you. I'm writing it down.
yeah,
be like, if
say
you
it
if you look
with
at her and you think
Hey,
if you look at
hey,
her
spank her ass and tell her she's beautiful.
no,
I got
no,
it written.
no,
I
no,
got it written down. I
no,
got it written down, Jay.
Johnny. What I'm trying to tell you
Oh, don't
is
spank her ass.
okay, shut
Reel it back
the
in.
Oh,
fuck up. I'm trying to tell you something,
okay.
stupid. If you think it, say it. As
Say it.
long as it's not going to be something obnoxious.
All right.
And you're on a first date with a woman and you think, oh my God, she's beautiful, then fucking say, oh my God, you're
I say it
beautiful.
right at the beginning, the
Yeah,
first moment I meet
the
her. I don't
the
wait to
moment.
get to the table. I say,
No,
"You look
but if you
amazing.
think
That
it,
dress is phenomenal on you.
beautiful, exactly. But if you think it even
That
throughout the
ass
night,
is
there's
banging."
okay, maybe choose your words
Too much? Too
wisely.
much? Too much?
It
The
depends on the
All right,
milkshake
all right,
brings
person.
all the
all right.
boys to the yard.
That
So don't.
milkshake would bring me to your
Yeah,
yard.
damn, that milkshake looking good. Is that vanilla or chocolate? I can't wait to dig into that. I'm gonna get me a spoonful of that milkshake.
Girl, you like a frosty because you thick.
Thick as heck. Number
Juicy.
2. You guys ready
Ugh.
for number 2? It's a basic one, guys. This is one we talk about all the time that is a complete no-no on a date, and that's that they don't want to see you checking your phone.
I was gonna
Don't.
say dick pic, but
Yeah, dick pics way down. If you're on the first date and you already sent her a dick pic, there's trouble already in this
That's a
relationship.
problem.
Hey, we're going out Friday, but this is what you
No,
got
no,
to
no.
look
Could you
forward
imagine?
to.
No, could you imagine showing up
Dick.
to the date, getting to order, and then you get a text message, and you look down, he's across from you, and it's a dick pic as you're
Yeah,
ordering appetizers.
yeah,
That would
yeah.
be
I'm
wow.
And then
peeping out the bathroom
Jen
window.
goes,
Where?
Jen goes, I'll have the linguiça.
No, I'll go. Did you just assault me with the penis picture?
Yeah. No, there's no way. Well, let's take the penis picture out. Let's go back to just put your phone away.
Yes.
I think Google does, but Apple does this. Is they have the focus feature. I mean, if it's that important to you, like my phone, when I hit the focus feature, if I'm on a date, only a few calls will come through. My kids and my home and my aunt, my uncle. That's it. There's 6 numbers that will always come up and ring no matter what. If I'm in no disturb mode or focus mode to where I don't want to be bothered. So that's the thing. I mean, if you don't want to touch your phone, that's a great way of doing it. If you have an iPhone, I think Google has it as well. But if you have an iPhone that has that
I
focus
wasn't
feature,
familiar with that.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know
it's
about
called
that.
it's called focus, and you can kind of dictate. You can put yourself in
We're
do
both
not
on our phones.
yeah, you can dictate
Sorry,
whose
give me a
calls come
second.
through. It's really neat because you can also accept phone calls from this individual or texts. So if you don't want to receive any texts from them, just a phone call, you can adjust that too as well. So, but it's really important. I mean, Jennifer needs to set that do not text feature, obviously. But,
I only
but
Yes,
want text.
yes.
Nobody call me. Just text
yeah,
me.
Just text.
yeah,
I'm like, please don't talk to me.
yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
I don't want to know. Just
Yeah. I mean, the most
pictures
important thing is that date that you're there right in front of you, that date in front of you. I mean, is the Facebook post that important? Is the comment from your Facebook post more important, or a DM from somebody else and more important than what's right in front of you? And that's how I would take it and I'm a man. I don't want to see a woman pick up her phone because to me it just doesn't send a message that it's how do I say this? It just like it. Well, in a way, it makes me feel like you're being bored. You're bored.
Quite
That's how I look
possibly.
at it.
You're
Yeah.
disinterested.
So
Yes.
to me, that sends a signal that you're not having a good time.
Mhm.
So then I may try to go a little extra, and then all of a sudden I become over excited. I don't know what you want to call it.
Right, and then you're overcompensating
Yeah,
because
exactly. Say the wrong
you're
thing.
disinterested, so you're trying to like suck it
Yeah,
in, but
yeah,
then that backfires every time because you look
yeah.
like you're overeager, and it seems like a Seinfeld episode, and I hate it.
Yeah, and then I start throwing the yada 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 in there.
Yeah.
So,
Mallory
The
asked,
winks.
was the puppy a taco?
that was the bark from earlier. The
No,
bark.
Dina, your dog. Is it dressed like a
Yes,
taco?
one is a taco and one is a burrito.
Yeah,
Okay, I
taco
thought I saw a taco
burrito.
too. How cute.
Yeah, and
Dina's having dog
yeah.
tacos and dog burritos.
Yeah. What is it? Little
Peter's gonna
Bruce?
come and get your ass.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yes.
And I mean
Oh,
that to
that's
me.
right. That's important though. You both should have that.
Yeah, well, we all know that.
Yeah.
We all know that little trick as well. We know women do it, and
Yeah.
I think guys. I don't know if guys do it so much more than women, but women do have that safety text or that safety call. Hey, our date's at 6. By the time we sit down at it, and eat, and it should be about 6:30, so 6:45. Call me, and I'll let you know, and then I'm making up an excuse to get the fuck out of here. So we all know that trick. I don't think guys do it as much as women do, and I understand why women do it. So
Oh, it's safety. Absolutely.
Yes.
yeah, safety.
There's too many fucking crazy people in this world.
Too many fucking whack jobs like me out there. Number 3, they don't want their date to order a third drink. I'm fucked. That's all I'm saying. Because that first one goes down pretty quick because I'm nervous. So that first one, I think for both sides of it, because I've noticed my dates too. That first glass of wine, boom, gone. It's gone. So
I actually don't drink usually on
yeah,
dates. And if
yeah.
I do, I give myself a maximum limit of 2.
I always leave it up to her. And what I do is I always say, look, we can either order 1 glass of house wine or we can order a bottle. And a bottle is 2 each. So It's my safety net. Two glasses of wine each, and you're done. So it's very seldom you're going to actually order another bottle of wine.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that's not happening. And
that's
so
for down the road.
yeah. So what do you think that applies? Do you think that it just that maybe something else happens after that glass of
Well, the
wine?
thing is that alcohol, it's your first date, understand about the nerves and everything,
Yeah,
but usually if you can get to 3 pretty quick, this isn't your first rodeo.
margarita.
So okay, margarita. So it's you should keep it to no more than 2.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
actually, even for your health, a man's not supposed to have more than 2 alcoholic beverages a day.
What? I
Yes, sir.
failed. I failed.
I'm sure you do. And women are not supposed to have more than 1
I
serving.
I have this drink tonight, and
Big oops.
every if I'm having pasta, automatically a glass of red wine.
Yes.
I
And
don't
that's
care.
fine. And that's fine.
Absolutely.
But
I've been doing that since I was like 12 years old. My parents would give me that little glass.
yeah,
a tiny little glass with like this much Merlot in it. But it was
Ours would be
It was our
burgundy.
tradition. My mom would make spaghetti and we would have that
wine, baby. It's wine. It's wine.
We're Italian.
I can see too. I think Jennifer said it, but yeah, safety as well, because a lot of times you may be, you picked up your date, so your date wants to feel comfortable and not get
Yes.
into a car with someone that's had 5 fucking drinks.
Yeah, you don't need 5 fucking whiskeys down.
Here you go. Here you go. Let me try this one. Is it okay to have 2 drinks and then 1 shot?
No.
Never have shots on dates. I'm going to tell you, I'm kidding about that, but never, ever have shots on. I don't care, even if your date suggests shots. That is a road you don't want to go down, man.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just say no.
Just say no to fucking shots, man.
As you get older, it's not
Thank you, Bruce.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the safe bet. I mean, that's something I learned a long time ago, and well, not that long ago. I've only been single. I've only been a single man for so long. But yeah, I've always asked, do you want to do just a glass of house wine, or would you like to order a bottle of wine? And then I just kind of keeps you in that safe zone. Unless she gets 3 in her and you get 1, then I'm a little mad. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you're driving, right?
Yeah, I'm driving. Yeah, I'm usually. That's the other thing. I mean, here lately, I think out of 5 dates, maybe 2 that I actually picked up, because the rest were like, "I'll meet you there. I meet you there." I think that's like
that's for safety too.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have somebody. If I don't know you, you're not gonna know where I live until I know you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Really sad
I mean, look at this face, though. Look at his face. This face.
Yeah, no.
That's a face.
That's a face. That's a face. That's Polly Walnut's face. Forget about it. Women want a little bit of affection, a little touch on the shoulder, a little, I like the move where you kind of just brush the hair out of their eyes a little bit and then kind of put it back around their ear. I know you guys like that.
It depends on who's doing it.
So don't do it at the dinner table. Don't do it at the table at the restaurant.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Hey, I think it's a cool. I think it's a cool move. If she's got hair in her face and you're sitting at the dinner table, why would it be okay for me to kind of just reach over and just kind of push it out of her way and just, and say, you're hiding your beautiful face.
Okay.
Okay. You want another shot? No, I'm kidding.
That's a 1 in a million answer.
You want a Jaeger bomber?
Oh God, no. Those are disgusting.
I've had a date where we did like 4 or 5 Jaeger bombs at the bar.
Oh,
at the bar. Yeah. It wasn't a good night. Let's just say none of us got lucky that night.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Those things on your got barbecue sauce all over your forehead.
And then quickly tell her after you've done it, you seem to have barbecue sauce on your nose.
You go to the bathroom to fix your lipstick and there's a big barbecue sauce stain.
Oh God. You think you're bleeding?
What happened? It must have been those Jaeger bombs.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah. Oh man. So yeah, so how much is a little affection? Go, Deana.
Affection goes a long way, but at the beginning of a relationship, you have to be very selective. Opening a door, in my eyes, huge, huge.
Mhm.
The leading a girl into a room by the low of her back. Oh, I love that. Do that.
Do that, please.
Do that, please. And I'm very small, so for tall guys, it requires some leaning. Do it for me, baby.
And it's that slow movement down the spine
Yes.
area. See, yeah, I get it.
So, okay, you're being
I
a
Slow
perv. You
movement
can
down
just
the
put
no,
your
back.
hand there.
that is a
No.
classic move. That is a classic
It's
move.
a
You
good
see it in
move.
every single movie. Every single movie, you will see the guy do that slow move down the side. And then if you're dancing, it works even better
If
if you're
you're
dancing
dancing and you
because you
like
can
if
bring
Well,
that down, slide your hand over there, and then bring her in, and then
if he can dance. Woo!
game over, game over. Hell yeah! See.
Yes. Precisely.
Yeah, I mean it's just and then just that's I'm not going to go into this the easy whisper in the ear. No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay, you're just telling everybody your little tricks of
Hey,
the trade.
everyone in Modesto knows that's why I can't get a date anymore in Modesto. That
You're
fucking
like, is he
John.
doing that whisper shit again?
Yeah, yeah. Did he tell you your eyes look as blue as the bluest sky?
Oh goodness.
He's
All
a
right,
moron. No,
all right,
no.
all right, Jen. How about you?
Well,
What is a
affection,
little bit of affection that's
it just,
gonna
I mean, it just depends. Like, the comfortability, if you have the comfortability, you could be, instead of sitting across from each other, you sit next to each other.
yeah.
And it's just a little bit more intimate. And when you're talking, you're kind of in each other's space.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
it gives you the opportunity where you lean in more, and depending on the date, because I've been on a date like that where the chemistry was good and you're just like leaning in more, sharing food from each other's plates, getting
Yeah.
close.
No. That's a no.
That's for you a no no,
No,
and
no,
that's
no,
fine.
no, 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 no. We'll get into that one. That's on
No,
the list. Yeah. Yeah.
we
You.
order with the
Yeah.
intention of
Yeah.
sharing the
Yeah.
meal.
Well, here you go. The most awkward moment for both, let's be honest, is that walk from the car to the restaurant. How much affection should be shown there? I'm not saying automatically go for the grabbing the hand and walking the hand. You're not at that. You're not at that part of the relationship. But what would be okay? Kind of put your arm around her a little bit and walk into the restaurant, or should you just kind of
No
stay
touchy touchy.
separated? No touch, no touching, no
No
touching,
touchy.
Touchy. You
no
Open
just
door.
touching,
got
no
there.
touching.
Yes, open door,
Just
maybe
do
hand
that.
on shoulder
Yeah.
to help, that's it.
So
Otherwise, no touchy
no
touchy.
affection whatsoever that walk. Just kind
On
of
a
talk
first
and
date.
walk over to the restaurant.
You're
Just
just like first meeting?
yeah,
No.
yeah.
That seems extra
6
fast.
feet. No.
How about just the, hey buddy. The hey buddy move, where you just kind of put your arm above her and then say hey buddy. Hey buddy, we're gonna
Hey,
go eat some
pal.
we're gonna go eat some Italian food now. Now
I
there
get that
are
little person. Hey, little
yeah.
person.
Hey little buddy.
Can
Hey
people
little
stop
buddy.
picking up small people? Like that's a thing that happens to me a lot. I'm only 5'2" and a little bit. Like people hug me and pick me up.
Yeah, Bruce.
Even strangers
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah. Bruce, that's a good point. Now, that's something that I have noticed, and I call it the lean in. So when we usually, these are my things, people. These are things that go through my mind. But there is this moment where you're getting out of the car and you're walking, and you see her kind of leaning into wanting that, affection, wanting for you to put your arm around her. That's different, right? I mean, because I've seen that. A
Well,
lot
that
of times,
yes,
you're kind of separated. You're kind of walking, you're talking, you're doing this, you're talking to each other. But a lot of times she'll kind of lean in, or come in a little bit closer. I think that's a sign for her sending to you that, yeah, it's okay to touch me. It's okay to put your arm around my waist and walk together into the restaurant. Holding hands, like I said, that's not a first date move, guys. So, don't think your date just gonna As soon as you put your
No.
hand out there, she's not going to go. She may high five you. She's
You're
not.
gonna get a bump.
Yeah, you're not going. You're going to get a high five or a bump, but you're not getting. Okay, I'll hold your hand on the first date. But I think I have noticed it. I don't know, Bruce. Maybe you noticed it, or some of the other guys that are out there. But there is that moment where it seems like maybe she's deaf in that side of her ear. I don't know. Maybe she's
She
leaning.
be hard of
She
hearing
possible, maybe. But
Right.
I've noticed where as we were walking, we're kind of getting closer and closer and closer to each
to
other.
hear you better.
And I feel because I've never gotten, hey, don't do that. I've always gotten, the head. As soon as I've done it, I usually get the head on the shoulders, and we keep walking and talking. So I think you need to be honest. I think you kind of need to read her a little
To
bit.
walk
Yeah.
away.
You're just so charismatic, John. I don't know if that's
No,
a
no. I just think that there are signs out there. You guys do send out signals,
Oh
and I
yes,
think
yes.
sometimes
absolutely.
sometimes we're blind to those signals. Well, not sometimes. A
You
lot of
used
times we're blind to those signals. But I think if you
talk about the man in the boat again.
yeah, I think if you're reading her properly and seeing the body language and she's friendly, open. I think yeah, body language is perfect, Bruce. I mean, that's exactly it. I think you can
Did you
see
read
that.
Becky's comment?
What did Becky write? It must be
I got a
yeah, those days are gone.
twice
Yeah,
recent ones, and I still remembered it. It was nice and very gentlemanly and quite sexy. Actually, got my hoo hoo going.
got my hoo hoo.
Ooh.
Stir that milkshake.
She got the
Ooh.
tingles.
Stir that milkshake. Yeah, I just think it's important that you read each other. Read each other.
Yes.
Because if she is there's signs out there. There's signs
Read
out there.
you
We
like a
we
book.
joked about remember the signs that she wants to fuck. I mean, if she's at a bar and she's stroking a fucking Coors Light long neck in front of you and peeling the label off and stroking it, that's your cue to get out of that fucking place. If you don't read that, you got trouble, man. You need fucking help.
I think though that if there was a strange woman at the bar doing that, I don't know if I'd feel safe fucking with her
You're not a
either.
man. A
She might
I,
be a little.
Safety,
I would wear a
safety,
condom.
Oh
safety
yeah,
went out the fucking window. As soon as that
condoms
first
are
stroke
definitely.
and she's staring at you like you're a fucking piece of meat, that fear factor went.
During the pandemic, STDs have been on the
Yeah,
rise.
they
Just
have
letting
been.
you
Yeah, they
know.
have been. They have been. So what do we say? We say read the person, and I
Yes,
think
Yes.
that's going.
Read the
Yeah,
room.
but
That's
still
and
do the
sometimes just
yeah.
ask.
yeah, and do what the girls said. And I know we're at this generation where, fuck me. But again, god damn it, fuck me. I get it.
No,
I know some women don't want you to fucking open the door. They don't want you to fucking close the door for them. They don't want you to pull a chair out for them. They don't want all that nonsense. But I guess you're gonna have to read that woman and try to figure that one out. Because I hate for
just
you to get yelled at the restaurant. Fucker, what are you pulling my chair out for, mother? If I could do that, no. I mean, I don't know
did
if it
you?
would go that far.
Becky said, "Don't read them like Braille, though."
Yeah. Oh, bumper. There's a little lip. Is that a nipple? Is that a nipple? Yeah, just yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to figure that one out on your own. I don't think there's
Yeah.
any way. Yeah, you're not gonna know if she's a oh god, do I even say this word on this show?
What?
A feminist?
A feminist? Okay. The thing is
Extreme
that
feminist, extreme.
if somebody doesn't want a door to be open for them, that's on them. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it's polite either way. I've opened
yeah.
doors for men in
Yes.
people all kinds. It's called respect. You can both do it. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. So yeah, again, you guys read them, figure it out, be affectionate, open the doors, close the doors, pull the chairs out for them, let them order first. But but you always this is a thing I think that is a guy thing, and I think because the first thing the waiter asks when he comes to the table is your drink order. That's always the first thing before you order your food. It's always the drink order. I think that's the man's place. I knew I was gonna
Well,
get.
you
I
you
knew I
can
was gonna
get
get
more.
that eye
You
raise.
you can get more. You can get yourself whatever the fuck you want to
Yeah,
get.
yeah,
But when it
yeah,
comes to ordering my drink, I will be happy to do so
yeah,
myself.
yeah. Get her a Coors Light long neck
No,
bottle.
no, no. Fuck your piss water. No.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. All right. Number five. We on five? We are on five. Okay. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Number five. Women don't want their dates to be rude to the waiter staff. We knew that one. That one's huge.
Yes.
That one's the
That's a
big one.
huge character
Yeah,
tell.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And there's ways to be polite about, they're human. They make mistakes. So there's ways around correcting a mistake without being an asshole. So if you're, okay, maybe she said she wanted her steak medium well, and it came back fucking, I don't know, fucking dead twice, burnt to crisp. I don't know, or she didn't want broccoli, and then you have a plate full of broccoli. I mean, you don't have to be a complete dick about it. You don't have to make that person feel so small and useless and stupid, and just say, hey, I think you screwed up. She didn't want broccoli, or fuck, can you find another piece of meat that hasn't been put on a campfire and destroyed? So, something like that. I mean,
I'm sure they. Sorry, I didn't order shoe.
yeah, what is this?
No.
Is this the bottom of the chef's shoe?
Can this
So,
please be remedied? This is not okay.
yeah, check please, just run. And this is funny because I've seen it on the other side. I've been on the other side of it where she was completely, everything from beginning to end it was just horrible. Like she found mysterious fingerprints on her fucking wine glass. Then he went and got her another wine glass, and supposedly that one had a lipstick ring on it. And I'm like looking at this glass, and I'm like thinking to myself, where? What do you have? Like you have like fucking one of those what is it? The telescope? We're not a telescope. What's the scientists use? What is it?
Microscope?
A microscope. Yeah, you got a
Like,
microscope eye that you can see fucking particles
Telescope
on fucking
far.
glass.
Microscope.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I've been on both sides of it, and then there were times where I have gotten upset, but I kind of control myself. Even like this last time, we went out, we did our hike, and okay, this is why I was a little bit of a dick. But we just did a 10-mile hike, and I'm fucking tired and I'm hungry. So we stopped at this little restaurant just outside of where we were hiking. And, I ordered my hamburger, and she says, how you want your hamburger? And I said, well, medium well, and then she brought me this fucking, looked like the guy just took it and went on both sides. It was, and it was still raw. It was raw as hell, you know,
Kissed.
and I knew what was going to happen now. And because I've been in the restaurant business, I know exactly what's going to happen. My people that are with me at that table are going to finish their food before my hamburger ever gets back to me. And that's exactly what happened. And that's what I pointed out to the waiter. I said, thanks. Now I have to sit here for the next 10 minutes and watch them eat food. And then you're holding us up because we can't leave now because I need to eat my food. Now they're going to sit here and watch me eat for 10, 15 minutes. And, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I was being a dick, but that was, I'm not usually that way. I think just,
yeah,
hiking for
don't do that
4.5
again.
fucking hours, hiking up a fucking mountain for 4.5 hours, and my legs are on fire. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. We're in a nice restaurant. We all smell like shit. I know people don't want us
Pack a
there.
sandwich, John.
Yeah.
Pack a sandwich. Be prepared next
But yeah,
time
it
so
was,
you're
it
not
was,
such
it
a
was,
dick.
I was a dick,
Have a
but I
Snickers,
think it was
bitch.
just, like I said, I was tired. But all right, do you confront this person, or do you not say nothing at all? Deana, you go first. Do you confront him? Do you say something?
Really rough question because that's happened to me a lot of times for other people.
Yes. Thank you. Somebody out there cares about John. Go ahead,
That's
Deana.
happened to a lot of people I've been with where they're like, please don't put this or please don't put that. Or I'm like, hey, I can't eat meat. Don't put bacon bits on things. Like if
Yeah.
it's potatoes, I want it to be potatoes. Don't put extra shit on there.
Yeah.
And nobody listens. And if you send it back, you have the risk of
Or you
I've
piss
seen
off the chef.
waiting. I've worked in restaurants. You're going to piss off the staff. Someone may or may not taint your food on the way back. They may or may not just go, There, it's fine, and just scrape off what you didn't want. And go there.
I love the scrape thing. I've seen him do that. Right? Just
It's
scrape it
fine,
off.
and then they go woo, and it looks like it's brand new.
Yeah. Scrape the cheese right off the hamburger. It's
Yeah,
still
it's
fucking
fine.
on there, bitch. How about
Oh,
you? How about you, Jen? Do you confront them that they're being
I
rude?
I do. I work in communications and customer service, so it's very simple with me. If somebody that I'm with is being rude to the staff, I will just say, please excuse my friend here. They may have been having a rough day. Here,
Yeah,
may I help you with that? I'm just like, please,
yeah.
I don't do it in a way like
Bitch.
I can where I'm be like I'll say to somebody, that was a real shitty thing to say,
Yeah.
or what did you mean exactly by that?
Yeah.
You when you ask questions or you just make observations and you verbalize them in a manner that it's people sometimes don't know how to respond. Sometimes they even apologize,
Yeah.
but it's the way that you address it. It's like, look, and I've even said that's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That is not okay.
The only thing I was thinking was when she was doing this is like, and then she sent her food back because I forget what it was. Something was wrong with the food. All I was thinking, thank God I got my food because I knew my food, because as rude as she was through the whole date, I'm thinking, I wouldn't eat whatever's coming out of that fucking kitchen. That's all I kept thinking. I was like, you're gonna get food poisoning, girl, or something. You're gonna get sick. They're gonna put extra fucking cayenne pepper in there. I don't know. But yeah, all I kept thinking was she's rude. That's a shitty move. And two, thank God I had my food. I was like, fucking my food's right here. I don't have to worry
I
about it.
I don't think that I would tolerate or even
All
stay for
right,
the
I got a question for
maybe.
both of you too, because I was always curious, and I'm not saying I've noticed this or I haven't noticed it, uh, but do you guys pay attention to what the guy pays as far as his tip? Do you guys look at that? Do you look to see if
Yes,
he's tipping good or he's not tipping good? You guys pay attention?
absolutely. That tells a lot about character.
Does it? Yeah. So I was
Yes.
always curious. I never really asked if they cared. So it's good that I got you guys to. So you do
I'm
kind of.
watching because first dates for me, I generally will go Dutch. And when I get mine, I tip well. If you're not meeting or exceeding,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Right.
so yeah. Yeah, I always wondered if you guys paid attention to that because I
Absolutely.
know some horrible tippers, man. I know some people that are just, and it's obvious to me. My first thing is a horrible tipper is usually someone that's never worked in a service industry. It's just
Right.
yeah, they've never worked in a service and they don't understand
I
what is
have.
yeah, yeah, because
Right. Right.
Yeah.
and there are justifications for a bad tip. There are, and I
Sure.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
If you're a shitty waiter or waitress, get into a different kind of business. You
yeah,
have to
yeah,
enjoy what you're doing, and you have to be mindful and understand that people are going to be cranky
yeah,
and they're going to change their mind and they're going to find something wrong sometimes. So you just have to roll with it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, keep you guys too. I mean, like one of the things that I hated when I was cooking at the Italian restaurant is seeing the waiter or waitress who thinks they can remember everything and don't have to write it down. Those are the ones I want to take into the back and put them in the freezer and lock the door because
He won't do
their
that.
table's always fucked up. Their table is always fucked up. Okay, does it work with two people? Maybe. I think
Sure.
maybe some people have the brain capacity to actually, absorb two orders. But when you have a table of four or a table of
Write it
six
down.
and you think you're going to
You will not.
mind fuck
Yeah.
your
Forget it.
no, there's
No.
no
No.
way. So to me, that's how I look at it. Now, if the waiter comes to my table, doesn't have a notepad, he's doing this fucking I can remember everything shit, and then my order gets fucked up, yeah, that's going to affect his tip because to me, I know, hey, bud, this restaurant supplies you with a fucking ticket. Nowadays, it's a fucking pad. So
Uh-huh.
just you got a pad, a fucking chicken parmesan, boom. You want chicken well done, medium. How do you want it cooked? Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's simple. So if it's the server side that's fucking up, that's where I justify maybe a lower tip. Now, if it's the kitchen's fault, that's to
Yeah.
me that doesn't mean nothing. He's still doing his job. He's trying to do his job as well as he can, and the problem is in the kitchen. So that's when I yeah. Yeah, I've always been a good tipper, always over whatever the tip is. So I was just kind of curious if women actually paid attention to the guy and how much he tips. So that's good to know. It's good to know.
Yes.
Number 6, Jennifer.
What?
Women don't want their dates asking for a bite of their food. This
That's
is the
not
new
me.
2022 list. And I get it, right? COVID. I think that's where this has become
No,
the
not
thing.
necessarily. If you have like in the beginning when you first get your meal, I will cut a piece off and I will if it's something nice and I will
Yeah,
ask him, "Would you like a piece of this?" before I bite from it. Same
yeah,
thing for him and just give him a piece or if we decided that we were going to do
yeah,
half and half, that shit is
yeah,
done right then and there. So clean utensils, nobody bit nothing and here we go.
yeah. Yeah, I've never been even with my drinks. You take a sip out of my drink, it's yours. I'm not touching it again. I'm not touching it again. And I told you guys the story. I was the same way with my wife. If Katrina drank out of my soda can, that soda can is hers. I'm not drinking after her. And go ahead, Jen. Go ahead. Well, yeah, fucking her. I know. I get it.
You
It's
made
just
Have
babies.
your face ever been in her ass?
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not going there.
Jesus.
It's just something about drinking after others.
Like,
And to
I
me,
can I can
the
totally
first
be, like,
no,
in
but
there, but don't you fucking drink off my drink. That's
no, but the
disgusting.
reason is I don't want your backwash. And if I think you're a
Do you kiss
backwasher
with
or
tongue?
not after after 5 years that shit stops. You're
I
lucky to
am
get a you're
sorry
lucky to
for
get a
you.
peck
Sad.
in.
That
That's
is
really
sad.
sad.
That's sad.
I'm just fucking with you. No.
Are you
Yeah,
though?
I don't I want my food is my food. If you wanted fucking chicken parmesan and instead you got fucking lasagna, that's on you. That's
Okay.
on
It
you.
this is just telling the entire world and all the women, Johnny don't share food. He's like Joey from Friends. Johnny don't share food.
No,
Wait,
no,
are you
no,
the
no.
kind of guy that only eats pussy if it's fresh out of the shower?
No, God, no.
Oh,
I
he wants a
go.
little
Even
bit of
I don't understand
I
this logic.
I put my fucking goggles on and my
musty
snorkel, and
stank.
I'm scuba diving in there. No, uh,
He's like, "Give me that
yeah,
musty
yeah, no, I'm
mint."
messing. That's
Ooh.
the light bulb goes on, scuba gear comes on, fucking. I spit in my
We're
mask
going down.
just in case it fogs up. Get it in there. I'm going deep. I'm Jack Cousteau looking for treasure.
Ooh, he's fishing.
By the time I'm done, you're like, is that tongue a foot long? No, I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
All right, let's
you
get
went
back to the
too
food. I don't know
far.
how we got to pussy eating. We got from food to pussy. I guess it kind of goes
No,
hand in hand.
because no,
It
you were
goes hand
talking
in
about
hand. It
you were
goes hand
talking
in hand.
about you didn't want your wife to drink off your drink, and you would be like, "It's yours," because that's gross. But you will shove
I
your
don't.
you
I
would
didn't
try to
even
act
drink.
like you're being born.
I just don't. I don't think everyone backwashes. I just don't like the fact that you put something in your mouth that I don't know what you've eaten. I don't know. I just to me it's just a
I don't
gross
know
thing.
what
It's I've been that way since I've been a little kid. If you grab my glass when I was little, I'm talking like 6, 7, 10 years old. If you drank after me, that belonged to you. Now I didn't want any part of it. I didn't want any part of it. All right. So let's get back to this. Let's get back to the Deana.
Sorry.
If he now, I'm going to change it up. Now, if he just reaches over and just takes a bite out of your food, are you okay with that?
I'm gonna reach over and take a bigger bite of his.
I might hit him with the fork. Just like
Stab him.
whack.
Fucking stab him with the fork. Listen, dude.
No, the back
No,
of it on
mine.
the knuckle. No,
Yeah,
crack. Just ask, motherfucker. Crack.
Yeah, I do. I concur.
You ask for some. I will give you some, but don't you
Yeah,
stick your grimy ass hands into my food.
I know.
Wow.
I love it. Get that
That's
scuba gear.
Some ass.
Get that scuba gear on and jump in there.
Hated vegetables, love ass.
Yeah, that's the only time you're allowed to dive in. head first.
The only
That's
salad
normal.
snacks.
This isn't the kiddie pool. You can jump in head first here.
Ooh.
Oh, this pool is open.
Lord.
All
Okay,
right,
yeah.
all right. And get
Keep
back to
your
the
fucking
food.
hands
All
off
right.
my food.
Okay, there's a
We're already
difference.
talking about food. Sorry.
Yeah, desserts are different. It's kind of something a lot of times you share. A lot of times she doesn't want a whole piece of cheesecake. You don't want a whole piece of cheesecake. So you do the cheesecake sharing thing. And that's cool. I get that part. But for me, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I am not going to say no to her if she wants to try something. I'm just in my head, I'm thinking, okay, man, I don't know.
When it comes to desserts, I don't necessarily want to eat your dessert, but I might want to feed it to you.
I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there. Jennifer's got her own bottle of whipped cream in her bag.
No, that can cause a yeast infection.
Yeah, no, not
No,
putting
but
it there. I'm talking about at the table. We're not eating
oh,
pussy at the fucking table at the restaurant. I mean, I'm talking about the dessert,
like
you know?
open
Yeah,
wide.
open wide. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
I
I've
mean,
I've fed someone cheesecake before and they
yeah,
liked it.
yeah. So you guys are okay. You're good with that one. You're good with,
Mhm.
hey, if he asks, right? If he asks, hey, would you like, or how,
Would
or
you like to split a dessert?
split a dessert? Well, that's
Yeah,
normal. That's normal. But I'm talking about the meal, like the guy just going, hey, man, that looks really good. You think I can have a bite?
that's when you cut off a piece and well, some
Yeah,
people
yeah.
I would be like, "Okay," and I'll be like, "Hey, can I have a bite of yours?"
Jen is a big tease. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. So we're all good with that one, right? Last one. Last one. Women want their date. No. Wait a minute. Did I
What?
mistype that?
What?
Women want their dates to be late? Why would they want their dates to be late? I wrote that just right
On
on.
their period? What?
No, like late to the date. That's what
Why?
I don't know. Let me
I
make
don't
sure I
know.
got that right. Hold on. Let me go to it. But that's number 7. Number 7. According to this is the thing right here. I was supposed to read maybe I'll go back and read these. According to the SLA survey, 58% of women don't like it when their date asks for a bite of their food or drink. That's a high number.
Yes, it is.
58%. That's not
Almost
high.
half, but that's still a
Yeah.
high number that would.
Yeah. You got a 50-50 chance, bitch. You're gonna get a piece of my steak. No. All right. Yeah, that's what it says here. Women want their dates to be. Oh no, no, I changed it to be a dick. That's why it's reading, and I have it highlighted. I didn't scroll down far enough. It says "be a dick" right here.
It says be a dick.
Oh,
That's great.
see, you can give yourself a post-it note. See?
Well, I highlight. I got like what I'm supposed to say in green, and then what I'm not, and then whatever the topic is in yellow. So green I know to read. I just didn't scroll far enough down after that where it says "be a dick" about this one. And it says women want their dates to be on time. If there's anything sexier than punctuality, like I don't know how punctual you're so punctual. I can't wait. I can't. Apparently not, because women surveyed by Match agree that dates arriving more than 15 minutes late is a bad look. Fuck, 15 minutes. Jesus Christ. Perhaps unsurprisingly, 1 in 4 women surveyed think showing up late is okay on the first date. It's a first date behavior, they're saying. And then the writer eye roll. It's just nice. It's just eye roll. Like bullshit.
No,
So
you better be on time because I'm going to be early because I'm going to see you
yeah,
show up
yeah,
versus you seeing me show up.
yeah. And too, I mean, because nowadays you aren't, most of the time you're not picking up this person. So
No.
it is uncomfortable to be kind of sitting there at a restaurant waiting for somebody, especially if you've already been seated. And then if you've already been seated and you're sitting there for 15 minutes, everybody in that restaurant's looking at you thinking, all right, man, this is going to be a no-shower. This is going to be a no-shower. And then the waiters are constantly coming by. Would you like some more bread? Would you like some more water? Because they know that it may be one of those situations where he's not showing up or she's not showing up. So it is an embarrassing moment. So I can understand why that reason being is a
Yeah.
lot of times you do. Most restaurants, they automatically, she comes in, she's assuming you're already there. Most of the time, women are assuming you're there already and you're sitting at the table. So, especially if you're coming in opposite cars. So she's going to go up to the counter and say, I have a reservation, for Truncali table 2, and she's going to go and seat you. And guess what? Truncali ain't there yet. So, and he's 15 minutes late. No, it's not a
But
good.
the wonderful thing is that we have cell phones
Yeah.
and that can be communicated.
Yeah.
So you're going to know whether or not you're going to get stood up unless someone's a complete psycho and sit there and tells you, I'm almost there. I'll be there in 2 minutes. And then 15 fucking minutes. Oh, I got stopped at a light. Could you imagine somebody doing that to someone on purpose?
He texts you, I've been staring at you from the window outside for the last 15 minutes.
You sure like to pick your nose.
Oh, man. All right, let me quickly go through this. It says they want to be complimented. It says it might sound vain, but plenty of people like to have their looks complimented from time to time. The SIA survey found that on a great first date, 94% of single women want their dates to compliment their appearance. So just make sure it's not creepy. It's highlighted. That's for John. That's for fucking me. Just make sure it's not creepy. Don't be creepy.
Your eyes look like my mom.
You smell just like my sister.
Yeah, don't you love? Oh God, God, oh God, that's bad. Number 2, don't want their date to check their phones. I'm not even gonna go through that one. That one's a pretty fucking high number.
Fuck
They
your
don't.
phone.
Yeah, they don't want their dates to drink more than 3 drinks. The SIA survey found that more than 80% of women think it's not appropriate to have more than 2 drinks on a first date. So that too is a big number. That's
Yes.
a big.
Not for that number.
Oh, wait a minute! I see Alabama. I gotta click it.
You smell like Alabama. I think that's what you do.
I see Alabama. I automatically gotta go read. Women are women want a little bit of affection. So I'm going to go through this one. It says if you're unsure whether or not your date is interested in getting physical with you on any level, it says should always ask to be sure. But a great first date, it seems that most women prefer just a little bit of affection. 82% say they would. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Now, that's 82% say they would want a hug. That's a pretty fucking high number for a first date. A hug.
Hug goodbye or hug hello.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, 71% would. Oh
Grab her
wow!
ass in the hug.
Whoa! I'm gonna say that's a pretty high number. It says 71% would want a kiss on the cheek. Okay, never mind. I finished the sentence. On the cheek from their date. I thought it was like,
Read it correctly.
right here, baby, kiss me like my grandma. Kiss me
At
like
the
my
end of the
grandma
evening
did.
of a good first date, it's up to the person.
Yeah,
A kiss is not going to be the worst thing as long as it's
Yeah.
invited and it's agreeable on both sides, and you'll know it.
Yeah. 38%
This is
of women
much like a
find
hug.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The SIA survey found that 38% of women find it a turnoff when their date is rude to the waiters or staff. So that's
Yep.
pretty high number. Women don't want their dates asked. Yeah, we read that one. And that number, it says, according to the SIA survey, 58. I read this one, didn't I? 58% of women don't like it when their date asks for a bite of their food. 58%.
Okay, yeah, but 42 is okay with it.
Yeah. So we did the last one. So that was it. And you know what? Hey, I'm sorry. I know it's on the header, but I'm going to save is race a factor for dating for next week. I like to have
Okay.
it. Yeah. I'm going to save that for next week because I think that's a huge topic and I want to really dig into that one because there's a lot there to talk about.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's pretty intense when you start going. As I was reading those articles, and it kind of takes you down a road that I think makes you really well. It almost takes you, not almost, it does take you down a road to where they're almost saying the algorithm itself is racist. So
Damn.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
yeah, so it's just not a human being. The fucking AI and the computer, the way it's written, is the racist. So it's just like they're
That's
gonna
crazy.
yeah, and they have the numbers to kind of prove it. But we'll dig into that one because that's a topic that could probably take 2 hours.
Sure.
Okay.
So, with that being said, Jennifer, you ready for some? You gonna make me healthier, make me fitter, make me,
Healthier.
yeah,
Well, I did tell you, I mean, the healthy thing,
yeah,
absolutely, but I also
yeah.
pulled
You
that
got some of it.
information
Yeah.
about the 5 most common reasons people get divorced and 5
Yes. Oh, that's right.
unusually
That's right. Yeah.
specific ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's.
I want to cover the unusually specific ones because
Yeah.
they're hilarious, but
Yeah.
health-wise, I've almost lost 5 pounds on Noom. And I've been more active with the walking. I've been, more water, more fruits and vegetables. Like I ordered Chipotle tonight.
Get
And
the fuck out of here.
what I like about Chipotle is that it'll tell you the calories per each thing that you're putting into your burrito bowl. So I had a burrito bowl that was like 700 calories that fit within, my calorie bank for my evening dinner. And I'm thank you, Becky. I'm just working really hard on it because it's not about losing weight for me. It's about being healthy.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line. But it was really that, and I got the steak on the burrito bowl. So good.
You got the steak.
Oh, yes. It was delicious. And I opted for brown rice versus white rice. And in all honesty, if you just flip it and you opt for it, you're not gonna fucking care. You got your beef.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It absorbs all the sauces exactly the
yes.
same way.
You're not gonna care. So just be more mindful and you know, it gives you different options. I opted for the fajita vegetables versus, a bunch of cheese.
Yeah. Cheese
And
clogs you, baby. Cheese
but
clogs
you
you.
you can have cheese, but you just
Yeah.
have to calculate you know what your calorie intake is, and then you just
Like goldfish.
go with it. Rice is rice, it's delicious like goldfishes.
Goldfish is delicious.
Low calorie fireball. Okay, good, Bruce. Good, Bruce.
How many calories is in that shot of Fireball? I can have 6.
Another
Fuck
one.
dinner. Fuck dinner. Give me 6 shots of Fireball
Okay, so yeah,
and a cab.
the healthy journey is going very well.
Wow.
So, the 5 most unusual reasons people have divorced. Okay, in Italy, a 99-year-old man divorced his 96-year-old wife after 77 years of marriage because he discovered an affair she had in the 1940s.
Fuck. That's insane. I thought about that when you talked about that earlier. Oh man, that's like
He was
fucking.
99 and she was
How do you?
96. They've been together for
Ooh.
77 years. He found out she cheated on him in the 40s. He's like, fuck this and
In
fuck
the
you.
40s, it's been 60 years.
The
There's been many generations.
Yeah, the crazy fucking thing is hardly any of your friends are still alive to worry about them knowing. I fucking you're
He
90
was
something.
99 years old.
Yeah, you're
99.
99. Yeah, you're not. How many
Your
friends are still
options at that
around?
point.
Okay, so
Now, does he have a reason to be mad because maybe that dude that she slept with is still in the town and he's still alive? Is that a possibility? I don't know.
and maybe they had a child and now he's wondering whose it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
well, it doesn't.
speaking as an Italian man, I'm
Because
not
you're not.
justifying what he did, but God, that's just an asshole. Never
However.
mind. I'm not even going to defend the guy. Yeah, not even gonna defend- that's just
He
asinine.
wasn't getting any.
That's
You're
yeah,
99 and 97. They
yeah. I
probably
mean,
had to find each other's teeth.
yeah. This morning, and those
Maybe.
are my teeth. Oh, sorry, hon.
They're not anymore, bitch. I'm divorcing you. I'm taking the teeth with me.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you should be happy that there's still someone there you're waking up to every morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that was one. In 2007, this one cracked me up. In 2007, a Bosnian couple filed for divorce after discovering they were having an online affair with each other.
Each other, yeah.
Dana's like, what? Okay.
Yeah,
In 2007, a Bosnian couple filed for divorce after discovering they were having an online affair with each other.
yeah. They didn't even know.
Yeah, I can't even.
Yeah.
They liked each other.
That's like going on eHarmony and getting set up with your husband.
Yeah.
What?
That one, I was like, damn.
You
It
want
reminds
pina
Pina
colada?
coladas, getting caught in
Wake
the
up
rain.
in the rain.
If you're not into yoga,
Yoga.
if you have half a
Half a
brain.
brain. Yeah.
Yes, these two.
Oh, I
Yes,
love it.
yes. Okay.
We
So
sing it so good, the out of the rhythm might have triggered. It might have triggered Jen.
now, if all right. So
It
a
might have
ger-
triggered me to write it.
That is
Good.
correct. That was Jennifer. That was right. That kind of
Now I'm gonna
pina
weird
colada.
all that shit.
yes, they're
Yeah,
the real life pina colada
yeah,
song.
they're
These
the
two.
real line.
All right. So, a German woman divorced her neat freak husband after 15 years of marriage because he rebuilt a wall in their home simply because it was dirty.
Wow, there's some issues there prior to that. Yeah,
Fuck this wall.
yeah. There's
It's
probably some.
dirty.
I
There's
want a
probably
new one.
yeah. There's
Okay, so
probably some.
a Nigerian woman divorced her husband for talking too much and not keeping family secrets.
Yeah, I get that one because we've all had that one friend where nothing goes in the fucking bowl. Nothing goes in the fucking bowl, dude. It's just like, dude.
But you need to know. And
And
if you
those,
know,
what's
don't
Just
say
have certain
yeah,
anything.
but
dates, like
Jennifer,
nobody is
but
involved.
you guys will both agree. That's the person that always says, "Who am I going to tell?" That's the same person that always tells everybody. But the first thing out of their mouth is like you go up to them, "Man, I got a secret. I got to tell you, but I don't know if I should. I don't know if you." And their first
They're
thing out of their
gossip.
mouth, yeah,
They
their
just
first
search
thing out
my
of their
foot in their
mouth,
ass.
yeah, the first thing out of their mouth is, "Who am I going to tell?" And it's like
Mhm.
everybody,
Everyone.
bitch.
Everyone.
But that's why you know that you can't tell certain people
Yeah,
certain things.
yeah.
All
It's in
right.
the
So,
vault. It's in the vault.
okay. The last one, an American woman divorced her husband for hiring a hitman to kill her.
Oh yeah, that's a clear
Yeah,
case of divorce.
Yeah.
despite his best attempt, the hitman was unsuccessful.
What kind of
No.
hitman was it, Mr. Magoo?
They did have a story about a woman where the husband hired a hitman, and I think she ended up beating the shit out of the
Yeah.
hitman,
Well, yeah, I mean,
almost killing him.
yeah, the thing that's stupid is like, how do you find one? I mean, you can't be too stupid to go type Google hitman. Where do I hire one? I mean, so
Yeah, right.
you got to go to
Can't
these.
you go to jail for
Yeah,
Googling how to hire a hitman?
yeah. I mean, so you gotta go to these shady fucking bars and places and start
How much
asking
does it
around.
cost for a
Yeah,
typical hitman, and what
yeah.
services do
Right.
they
Like
provide?
I, I, I can see her. I don't want you to kill him. I just want you to send a message.
Break his fucking baby
I
toe.
want a
No,
divorce. If you won't give it to me, I don't want you to kill him. Just send him a message.
give him the water treatment. No,
Yeah.
water
Then the
treatment.
hitman breaks both of his hands and he can't write or sign his papers, so then he can't get a divorce. No, I'm kidding.
Shut up. Okay, so now as we go into the other part of this, it's the five
Okay.
most common reasons people get divorced. Excuse me. So, regardless of your motivation for wanting to know the reasons for divorce, let's see. Okay, that's stupid. Hold on. Okay, so number one
Number
is
one.
lack of commitment.
Yeah.
So, according to research, the number one reason people divorce is the lack of commitment. This means that at least one spouse stopped making their marriage a priority. When a spouse decides to stop making a daily commitment to have a great relationship, misery follows. For some couples, the estrangement happens gradually. They drifted apart until one of them was unwilling to continue living with an unfulfilled marriage. For others, it was an abrupt change due to negative outside influences. No one plans to murder out loud. Actually,
I'm
some
gonna
people.
murder you.
No one's smart, anyways.
Yeah, no one's smart.
Exactly. There could be clues. Here, drink this coffee.
How do you
No,
get
no.
rid of
That's
how
more for me.
Google how do you get rid of a body?
I think, isn't it like 20 pounds of lye and
Shh, shh, quiet.
It's a giant
Google's
herd
always
of
listening.
pigs, and then you burn
oh
them.
yeah, pigs too. Pigs.
You live in New York City. Why you got pigs in your apartment? You'll see. You'll
I
I
like
see.
love
bacon. I
concept.
love bacon. I love bacon.
Oh, do you eat the pigs though after?
No, you sell it to the butchers.
It's so delicious. Oh,
Best
no, stop it, you
I've
people.
ever
Stop
had.
putting the ingredients on how to get rid of a body in the chat, guys.
First, you get the glad bags.
Oh, hold on. Disclaimer. The Friday Night Bia show does not condone.
It's condoned. condone. We do not condone the
Yes,
dismemberment of
yes,
any human being, nor do we condone the murdering of any and
yeah,
the attempt to get rid of the evidence.
yeah.
We do not do that.
We don't
All
use
right, so
acid. We don't buy 55-gallon barrels of drums at
it's
a
No,
90.
store.
don't
Yeah,
we don't
no,
Yeah.
pass. No, we don't collect $200.
no,
However,
no. Okay,
Make
moving
sure you
on.
make sure you clear out the bank account.
Okay, moving on. Number
Moving on.
two. Now
Number
that we've
2.
talked about murder, infidelity. So
Ooh.
number two, the second highest is infidelity. For the top reasons for divorce. So one of the negative outside influence that can lead to the lack of commitment is the second major reason for researchers found couples divorce infidelity. Ugh, infidelity.
Yeah.
Infidelity is painful and changes both the betrayer and the betrayed. Some couples use infidelity to create stronger relationships. However, others find the betrayal of infidelity and or trying to repair their relationship too painful and choose divorce instead. Which
Yeah.
that's depending on the ideas of the marriage and the values and things of that nature. If people go into a marriage with the thoughts of lifelong monogamy and then somebody
Throws in a
cheats,
three-way.
well, no, somebody cheats and then like I've seen it happen,
Yeah, I know.
unfortunately.
We all have.
And
Yeah.
and it's just, yeah, it's really hard to mend that bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so number
It's hard.
3.
It takes us. It takes. Let's dig a little bit into
Oh,
this because we've all probably have some couples that have been through this, but yet still seem to find a way to keep that marriage going and continue to stay married. Is there trust issues? Are there other things that are going on in the back of your mind? Are you doing this just for the kids? I mean, but I've known some people that this has happened to, and they kind of just put it past them. They just like, okay, you cheated, and I cheated because you cheated, and let's move on. It's hard. I mean, it takes a special person to to do that, and I don't know. For me, that's a difficult thing. It's difficult because you're always going to be like, where you at? You at the mall? No, you're not. No, no, no. Well,
right.
I'm turning on the GPS on your phone. You start hiding fucking recorders everywhere.
go on FaceTime right now.
Yeah, FaceTime.
The
Oh,
trust level though,
that
I
doesn't
mean,
look like our sheets.
I know. Who the fuck is that? I want to see the entire room now. Show me under the bed. Show me in the
Yeah,
shower.
I didn't know we owned pink sheets. Arr. Spyware.
Spyware.
Yeah, spyware. Go
But
ahead,
yeah,
Jen.
infidelity, I mean, depending on the circumstances, it could be different reasons. Like,
Yeah,
say there was infidelity because one of the spouses were going through a medical thing where they couldn't have sex and it just was not an option and there was
yeah,
no intimacy. And people can only be pushed so far when they need that contact and they need that intimacy. So in those circumstances, could they work through it? Absolutely. But if you have someone that's very sexually active with their mate and everything's great, and then they just like fucking other people, but they don't want you to fuck other people.
yeah.
That's
That's
not
that's
that's not
that's
okay
bad.
either. And
Yeah,
I've seen that. That's more common. That's the most common one, where one of them, and sorry, statistically it's more against men than it is women, but one of them, it is what it is. So one of them goes out and they have their side. That's why in history men have had side pieces and it's pretty much been accepted. But when a woman has a side piece, she's a whore.
oh, I agree with
But
that science. Yeah.
oh, you're a moron. All right, so
Wow.
I saw it on Google. Damn it! If you don't like
no,
it, go
no,
after Google.
no. But yeah, and there's circumstances where
Sorry.
it can be worked through, which is usually they truly do love each other.
Yeah,
Something,
made a mistake.
something happens, and then there's circumstances where the other person's just a piece of shit. And
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if they're a piece of shit, then the
yeah. That's
likelihood of
different.
that,
Yeah,
and unfortunately, a lot of those circumstances where the other person's just a piece of shit, there's
yeah,
children involved.
yeah. That's where she goes. But hon, look at him. He looks just like Brad Pitt. I had to fuck him.
Want to come?
Okay. No. Out. Out.
That's why.
And yeah, that's true, Becky. There isn't anymore. It's just so much easier just to go file for divorce and then live together in the same fucking house because you can't afford to live anywhere else or live apart. So
Mhm.
that's the
Done
the
that.
2000 trend. I mean, yeah. I mean, you just you have a financial
situation that makes you
yeah
be forced to be with the person that you don't want to be with.
yeah yeah, and you're just and divorce ain't cheap. I
No, it's
mean,
not.
No,
yeah,
it's not.
divorce is not cheap. Even if you take away all the other nonsense parts, not nonsense, but all the other parts like childcare and
Right.
all that other stuff. Just getting a decent lawyer to represent you is not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. I'd rather
I
get a
didn't get a
DUI.
lawyer.
I'd
I did
rather get a
all of my
DUI.
paperwork. I did all
Well,
of my
you
paperwork.
can
I
do
did
it.
everything, but I didn't have anything. And I was
Yeah,
like, I'll take care of the
yeah,
taxes
that's
if you leave
different.
me the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, and then don't forget that because that's now a thing too. There is a trial period at this point now too because now they're not just letting people get divorced. So they're saying you have to wait. I don't know what it is now, 3 months, 6 months to file.
Because people keep getting divorced and then
Yeah,
getting back and remarried.
right. So yeah, there's a trial. There's a period of time that has to go by for the court system to actually give you your divorce. So yeah,
I'm so glad that when I got my divorce in 2016,
it's
I
cheaper to
had
keep
it
her.
I had to wait, and they did.
Right.
They signed all the things, but I had until March to decide
Yeah,
to rescind it.
yeah.
And I didn't. So
Yeah,
now I'm
yeah, that was when mine too as well. We had the time period. I'm like, well, we've been separated 10 years. Just give me the goddamn divorce. I mean, we figured it out. I think we figured it out. We don't want to be together. We haven't been together for 10 years, so I think we no, you have to wait 6 months and then come back to court. It's like read the read the marriage counselor statement there. That'll tell you the whole fucking story. That's
yeah,
enough to say, yeah, let's give these two people divorce.
yeah,
Yes,
no, I get
Becky.
it.
Yes,
Okay,
Becky.
but
10 years I waited for that piece of paper, but we won't go there.
yeah, that's another story. And
Yeah, I can't talk
That's
bad
a
of
whole other episode.
I can't talk bad about someone that's not around anymore. So
exactly, and
yeah.
the mother of your children.
Yeah.
So. All right, so
JT.
so 3, too much conflict. Over half of the individual
Oh no,
interviewed.
wait, hold on,
What?
Jen. No. I was married 20 years, 10 years to get the divorce. So we were separated for 10 years before we got a divorce. Let me clear that up.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
We were
were married
married
for a
we were
total of
married
30 years.
we would have been. Yeah, it would have been 30 years. So, but yeah, we were married for 20, divorced and then separated for 10.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, it worked out.
every
Yeah, we're not going to go. Let's just
yeah.
continue, Jen.
Okay,
Continue.
too much conflict.
Is there any sex on this? Is there any sex coming up?
I don't know. You always have
Okay.
your hand, dear.
All right, go.
So I'm flying here. All right, so over half of the individuals interviewed for this research cited too much conflict and arguing as a major reason
Yep.
for their divorce. When a couple has poor communication skills, it's hard to resolve disagreements calmly or effectively. When disagreements are regularly left unresolved, it's common for resentment to build. It's also common for feelings of positive connection and mutual support to diminish. Without effective communication skills, these negative results can spiral into a lack of commitment and divorce. So, too much conflict. Yeah, you don't want to, you can't be fighting all the time and just constant bickering and just constant arguments, stress. And then if you don't have the ability to sit down with this person who's supposed to be your mate,
Yeah.
and have a conversation, even if you don't agree on the topic or
Yeah.
or how the other person may feel or think about it. It's not either of your jobs to change the other person, but it is your job to communicate in a respectful manner. Okay, bring back angry sex. Okay.
Thank you. I got to clean my fucking
I mean,
microphone
you're
now.
not wrong.
I got
Yes, all in
spit, my
favor of
own
bringing
spit.
back angry. You and Spit, man, don't touch his fucking mic. Jesus Christ.
Hello,
Are
hello,
you okay?
hello.
Are you okay,
My
Johnny?
mic got excited. Look.
Okay.
That's the blue condom right there on top.
Oh God.
It's edible.
Ew.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear.
But yeah, communication and working through issues with your significant other is a healthy way to do
Yep.
things. Sometimes things are just broken. And if there's too much conflict, there's no coming back from it. And that's what generally does lead to divorce because it's just too much and it's unhealthy and it's toxic. But if you capture it before it gets there and you're willing to communicate, and therapy is important. A lot of people will try to shy away from it. A lot of people will think that it's weakness, but if you love that other person and you don't necessarily want to end in divorce, you want to get at least try as a couple, but it has to be both of them, and it can't work with just one wanting this. S- Therapy is definitely an avenue. Don't think you can fix it yourself. You're not going to be able to. You need to go to therapy. You need to work through it, otherwise just get the divorce. This is why I'm single. Bruce,
Clearly.
goodness grace. So yeah, that is conflict is very high.
I remember I
Number
thought, wait a minute. I wanted to talk about therapy a little bit. Therapy is a good way to fix your issue, but it only works if both parties are contributing. So if she's just going to, or he's just going to sit there and not say nothing, nothing's going to get solved. And that was one of the problems I had with therapy. And because I was, I'm Italian, I'm open. I don't care who you are in front of me. I'm going to tell you. And she was more closed minded and didn't, just kind of sat there and didn't say much. So, to me, that's really important because if you don't both open up in therapy, nothing's going to get solved. Nothing,
no,
nothing.
it,
And then you
it's
get in a
not.
car and you get mad at each other all the way home.
Super
Our
clearly
therapist
not
told
worked
us this is our third after like the third. She goes, I think the second time she goes, I think you guys should come in separate cars.
Well, yeah, because if you're just fighting about the
Yeah,
shit that
because
was said in the
yeah,
fucking
right.
therapy
You've
session,
been through it, Jen. Because
there.
you're in there for a half an hour, and you're just letting all this stuff out, and then you're gonna get in the fucking car and drive home. No,
and
no,
then you're gonna
no,
get your ring.
no, separate
Yeah,
cars.
but that's not okay.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
you both you both that should have been your safe space for you to express those things
yeah,
because they were clearly bothering you, and
yep,
to have to fight with you on the way home with that
yeah,
instead of discussing it
uh, yeah,
at the whole communication thing. So yeah,
yeah,
too much
yeah,
conflict, that's bad for your health, it's bad for
yeah.
your relationship.
Yeah, kids
Just
pick up on that too. I mean,
oh,
the kids pick up.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Mom and dad hate each other. Well,
Yeah,
thank God they
and
had
yeah,
sex,
and
you know?
people forget that, I don't think they forget. I think it's just all that's going on with the, the stress in the relationship and work for both of them. I think sometimes they forget the kids need to be happy. They want us to be happy. They want to see mom and dad together. There's always all these movies, Parent Trap, all these things of kids trying to put
Yeah.
trying to put their parents back together that shouldn't be back together. You know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah,
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 unfortunately I do.
as
yeah,
long as there's no abuse and things of that nature, absolutely.
yeah. Bruce,
Sometimes
go to your room.
just go to your it's your fault, John. You
No,
have
Bruce, I'm a very smart man when it comes to what all right. Guys, can I let me get this out there because I think every guy should know this that's going to get ready to go into counseling. Number 1, if you're an Italian man, make sure you find a female therapist. Number 2, and a female therapist that understands and is Italian and understands how you were raised. That is key and is important because if you go to a regular therapist and try to explain how you were raised as a Roman Catholic Italian, you're going to lose that battle every fucking time. Every time. So it's very important that you find a female. Females, get a female because guys, we talk better when it's a gal. I'm sorry. I just feel more comfortable if I'm talking to a female therapist than I am sharing my personal inner thoughts to a man. I'm not going to feel comfortable. Right. So make
oh
sure
poor Johnny.
make sure she's female. And this is just for Italian men, and I think the same thing goes for a lot of Spanish men, are kind of just same thing. Spanish guys, Mexican guys, Italian guys, kind of raised the same way with the Catholic background, family values, certain ways that women are, are projected. I'm not gonna go. I'm in. Go, Jen. Just find a female. Make sure she is your ethnicity. So she's Spanish and she's Catholic. Yeah. Just save yourself.
Okay.
Just save
All right.
yourself the headache. Just save the headache.
Okay. So number 4 is married too young. So
Yeah.
age does have something to do with the success of a marriage. The data suggests that when couples wed with at least one spouse in their early 20s or younger, that they're more likely to divorce. Some of the study participants reported that they had only known their future spouse a short time before marrying. Many of those who married too young also wish they had dated their future spouse longer to either gain a better perspective on the relationship or to make
I'm
a
gonna
more
chill.
rational decision as to whom they should marry. Some participants who stated that marrying too young was one of their major reasons for divorce also stated they were too young to make mature, objective decisions about marriage. And those are all valid. I can assure
Very
you.
much, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but do you think though it's not present right at the beginning? I'd say even if you're married young, it really doesn't kind of hit you until you're in your 40s, I think. And then when you're in 40s, I think that's when did I do this right? Did I have the fun that I was supposed to have? Should I have gotten married at 19? I don't think it happens very quickly. I mean, maybe the people that I ran into, but it seems like most of the people I know that got married right out of high school, it was right at that 40 where they started realizing, well, wait a minute, I just spent 20 fucking years with this person. Could I, I didn't get a career. I became a house mom, and start wondering what if. And I think, that happens a lot when two people get married so young.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
and I think that as time goes by, you're seeing more and more
Mm,
younger people opting to not get married until later. I've seen more and more of them getting married in their later 20s and early 30s to mid
mhm.
30s, and then it's kind of between like 28 to about 36, 38, where that's the major like marrying
Yeah, yeah.
categories. That's what I've seen.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, too young. If you're too young, the fizzle.
Yeah.
There's expectations. There's immaturity. There's
Routines.
needing to grow. I mean, there's so much. So yeah, g-
Dina,
just
your
wait.
thoughts, Dina.
Oh, I mean, I got married when I was 19 also. The routine, when you're a child, you don't want the routine and you have to have it because you have a person that relies
Right.
on you, but it's not something you're aiming for. I didn't get to do the whole party age, the whole everybody like everyone I knew got to do that frat house age or
Mm.
whatever. I was raising babies. That was not a thing that was in my wheelhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know quite a few couples that are still together and got married, right out of high school. And it's
Oh
just,
yeah,
high school sweethearts, captain of the football team, head cheerleader, still together, going on 30 freaking some odd years, from 86.
they exist. They're
Yeah,
they're
they
very
There
exist.
rare.
They
They're
exist.
very rare, but
Yeah,
they
they're
there is
very
exist.
rare. They're very
no
rare. Yeah,
window.
yeah. No, they're rare. They're rare.
Because many high school sweethearts, somebody's fucking around on
Yeah,
someone.
yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
some shit going on.
Facebook fucked everything up for a lot of those
Sure
people.
did.
What does he still look like? I wonder. Oh, there he is. And then she's asked,
There he is,
yeah,
bald
she's,
with a fucking
yeah,
beer gun for
yeah. And then
9
she's
Yeah,
asking,
I was like,
why?
"Oh my
Yeah.
god."
And then she's asking, why is your ex girlfriend on Facebook? And you're like, fuck, that was 86, hon. That was
years.
86.
I want nothing to do with that now.
It's 2022. Look at her.
I've had some reach out to me from back when my
Yeah,
early 20s.
let's touch on that for a second. Now, let's touch on that for a second because I want to your honest fucking opinion here, ladies. No bullshit me now, okay? Don't bullshit John. You're both married.
No.
No, no, no.
We're both divorced, but continue.
Fucking fantasy land here. Fantasy
Like,
land.
no.
You're both
I don't
married.
want to be
I
married.
will
That's
not
Here,
be married in
hold
your
on.
fantasy land.
Hold on.
No.
I'm gonna even throw some more fucking stars in there. You're happily married.
with the person I was married to, because
No.
He's creating a
all right.
fantasy world.
All right. This is just
this is
hypothetically.
a lost
This is
cause.
hypothetically the perfect man. You're married to your perfect man in your head. Okay. All right.
Okay.
He's got a nice rack.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Perfect abs.
You get up one morning and you saw that he had a funny post on Facebook. And then we do the normal thing. We like to go through. Everyone does. They go through the comments, see what everybody said or wrote. And then all of a sudden you see a name that you haven't seen in 20 years, and it's his ex-girlfriend from high school, Deana. How do you react to that?
I'm sorry.
The hypothetical man. It's Brad Pitt. It could be Brad Pitt.
Hypothetical man.
Yeah.
No, that's
I love when Deana does that. It's like she wants to punch a fucking wall.
I
And she's
mean,
like,
there's a whole you can't be a dick and pursue that situation like it's a problem, but at the same time, you have that whole "fuck you, what are you doing" moment in your head. That's a rough one to gauge. Man,
so
in
I
your
mean,
head as a rat.
it's a rat. Well, you got to remember. You got to remember, Jennifer.
All
Jennifer's
I
playing
mean
on
is
both
that
teams.
I wouldn't mind my fantasy man would
Tits
be
and a dick.
probably
It's a
with
fucking
the
unicorn.
beautiful at the top and
And
All sprinkly, smells
and going
good.
down at the bottom.
Smells good.
the most beautiful chick you've ever seen
No
with
hair.
a really
With a
nice
giant dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
not giant, really nice
I'm
one.
not gonna say
Giant
that.
is too, yeah, we're not. This is not jackhammer.
Yeah, no.
Let's
Well,
be
okay.
nice.
How do you
Tasteful, penile.
what do you say? What do you say to him? How do you approach it? What do you say to him? Do you ask him, why is she there? How do you do this? How
Are
do
you
you do
talking
this?
to me?
Yeah. How do you?
I'm an asshole. You know this. If I saw something like that, I'd be like, she wants your dick. I'm like, you know what? Fuck around and find out. Just
No. Yeah. The unicorn dick and tits. Yeah, I'm out of that one. I don't even want to go
look
down
great
that
in a
road.
skirt. Woohoo! No,
Yeah. Yeah.
but no, I'm that type of person that I would just be.
What are you checking first? Are you checking if she's still married or single?
I don't care because that doesn't matter.
You don't even look at that,
Yeah,
huh?
people reach out for various reasons.
Yeah.
The thing is that
This
the
is an
environment.
ex-girlfriend.
Okay,
We're
great.
talking
So
about ladies now.
Yeah.
Okay, that opens new windows.
Yeah. This is an ex-girl. You're on your husband's Facebook page. You read in one of his funny posts. You start looking at the comments, and all of a sudden you see a name that you haven't seen in 20 years,
oh yeah,
and it's his
ex-girlfriend, high
from
school girlfriend, probably
ex-girlfriend from high school.
sweetheart, probably first broken heart, probably
Mhm.
first love, all the things. Yeah.
Exactly, Jen.
Again, I
That's
would
the
be
big
like,
thing.
I'd be like, she's trying to get some more of that dick,
Yeah.
and then basically be like,
Jen
"You-
writes, hits the reply to her name and goes, "He's mine, bitch."
no, I would just concur or up
Yeah.
the compliment
Yeah.
and be like, hello.
That's true. You kind of have to read into what she wrote, maybe to see her
Exactly.
intentions as well. Yeah. Do you wait a couple days to see how comfortable she gets
Oh, no,
before you say something to
I'm the
him?
juggler
Yeah.
at the you're done. So the moment I say
Bitch,
that,
we're getting a joint Facebook account starting tomorrow.
no, none of that nonsense. But I will
Yeah.
say what needs to be said, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, you know what? Oh yeah, it's something like, oh, you were always so funny. Yes, and he is on a regular basis still.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're gonna wait. You're not gonna write that like day
Oh,
one to CNN.
no, it
No,
would
you're
be
going.
immediate. It
Oh,
would
okay,
be
okay.
immediate because you know what? Eyes are on you. I see you.
I kind of thought about. I was thinking about that myself the other day because we see it, we kid about it, but I respect whoever's doing it. I mean, I'm not shitting on these people that have joint accounts. If that's something you want to do, I'm not saying that I think maybe there's trust issues there. I don't know. Maybe it's just
There
something.
is.
Maybe there's just maybe you just want to do it
I'll do
together.
it.
That way
I'll
you're
shit
not.
on the people that do that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep, I've seen so many, and
yeah,
you always see it happen. The only
yeah,
time it becomes a couple's
yeah,
is when some shit went down,
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
and that's generally it. If they had 2 separate ones before and now they have a
Oh
couple
yeah.
one, just watch. I've seen it happen
Oh
where
yeah.
next thing you know, they have it's complicated, then the
Yeah.
next thing you
It's
know, they have
complicated.
Yeah,
It's
one's all of
complicated.
a sudden a
then they
single
have
profile, and the other
then
one's a
yeah,
Yeah.
business
and
profile.
yes.
It's like instant too, and then it's like automatic, like the next day it's
Then you
back.
see it's separated, and then you see I've seen someone
Yeah.
change their status
I
to widowed.
I I don't know. I
Oh,
thought
all of a
about
sudden
this.
it just
Yeah.
disappears. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, I thought about it. I mean, at first, I think I wouldn't say anything in the beginning. I would kind of keep an eye on it to see how it's going, and because then again, it's been 20 years. I'm sure there's probably, especially if, like Jennifer says, especially if it's like their first girlfriend, their first person they slept with, and all that nonsense. I'm not going to make the person that I'm with feel like I don't trust them, because that's a bad thing, because that
Mhm.
also sends the wrong message as well.
Exactly.
That
Imma
you're
address her
yeah,
directly.
yeah, because now you're letting her know that you're not, what is the word,
Fucking around?
no, 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 that you don't trust them, that
Just because you wanna
you're
take a
jealous.
ride
You're a
on
jealous
the
person. You're suspicious. You're a jealous person, and
No,
and,
it's
and
not
that
being
may be
suspicious.
something that may
No.
be something that never came up in a relationship. That you were this type. So yeah, I think I would kind of lay back. I would let my presence known in the post. I don't think I would address it to her, but I may comment just so I know she sees that I'm still part of this picture, and then I would kind of let it watch it. And if I feel like it's getting to where it's a little too, I
Oh, you're
got
not gonna see that. That's gonna be in the DMs, and that's why you
well,
need to be
right,
like,
right, right. But you can kind of get a gist of, who you DMing at fucking midnight,
it's not gonna be that
Yeah,
obvious
but
either.
you
But
know
no,
what I'm saying. I don't. For me, I don't want my partner to feel that I don't trust them, because it sends a message that I feel can maybe draw them more into that other relationship. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then there's like, well, why don't you trust me? We've been together for 20 years. You know what? Fuck you. I am gonna
again,
fuck him. Oh,
okay,
and
again, this is not about addressing your
yeah,
significant other.
right.
This is about addressing the person
Yeah,
from the past trying
yeah.
to get a piece of the present.
Yeah, yeah, but like I said, I would lay back. I'm gonna make my presence known in the post. I'm not gonna call her out or him out or whatever. I'm just gonna let him. I may comment something funny just so they see that, hey, okay, they're still together. You know. What did Becky run here? Divorce widows and never. Yeah.
No booty calls.
No booty. What's wrong with them? Booty call Becky.
Booty
Somebody.
calls are great.
Somebody call booty call
Sometimes
Becky.
you just need a little.
Sometimes you need
Okay, and the last one,
the last
the
one.
last one is the financial problems of the study
Money, money,
participants
money.
who reported that financial problems were a major contributor to divorce. Many said that it wasn't the main reason. Instead, the financial difficulties added stress and tension to their relationship. Interestingly, other participants stated that their financial problems were due to the other issues like health problems, substance abuse, and infidelity. In all, the study lists 11 reasons for divorce. Okay, let me see. The others in that the study uncovered and ordered were substance. Okay, the others that the study uncovered in order were substance abuse, domestic violence, health problems, lack of support from family, religious differences, and little or no premarital education.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say premarital sex.
premarital sex. That's nowhere on this list.
You should have premarital
We
sex.
slept together too early.
Your
need to.
car before you drive
He
it.
told
Yes,
me.
yeah,
He
no
told me he was
lemon.
8 inches. It's only 5. I need those 3 inches.
You're no.
Ba-da-bum.
So, I mean, we talk about a lot of dating stuff, but this was nice because
Yeah.
it reflects on, conflicts and things that you can use as examples of what not to do in
Yeah.
order to try to, maintain your relationship, because most people get married with the idea of growing old together, in
Yeah.
all honesty.
Same.
That's the goal generally. And I'm not against it. It's just not for me anymore. But
Yeah.
but for those that it is for and
Yeah.
that desire, you need to have these traits, the opposite of them. You need to be financially responsible. You need to have communication. You need to know when
Where the bean
to
is.
go. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yes.
Bruce, if I was your fucking wife, you better goddamn believe I'm watching your shit.
Oh, absolutely. Tracker's going on your ass.
Tracker. Hey, Jen, he's getting barcoded.
Take him to the vet. Can you put one little things in him?
Here. Oh, and actually, it wasn't on the back of their neck. It was on their wrist. I remember now in the movie. It was on their barcode, so they went like this wherever they went.
That was a Justin Timberlake movie. I know that movie.
Oh,
I can't remember which movie it is.
It was Time, something Time.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's Justin Timberlake and Amanda.
Yes. It was actually a good
movie.
movie.
She's hot. I love Amanda. Blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm doing when I'm down there with my scuba gear.
Like she's hot.
That's what I'm doing when I'm down there with my scuba gear. Blah, 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 blah.
Seyfried. Her name is Amanda Seyfried.
Yeah, she stayed free. All right.
Deana,
I didn't know if you had something.
ESPN and
In
time. That's right. Deana, did you have something, or are we done?
I have topic, but we're at 2 minutes and 2 hours and 4 minutes. I know how to read words.
I'm so sorry.
I know how to read numbers.
No, I have topic, and I'm going to save it for next week.
Save it.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
So good.
Yeah, no, that's my bad because I wasn't paying. My alarms were all my alarms are going off, and I'm like fucking totally.
I usually am like, here's
but that's
like
what happens.
5 minutes of content.
Yeah.
So, but next week we're going to talk about the man in the canoe, and we're going to talk about how the female anatomy actually does look like a penis.
Woohoo! Let's fuck them up.
I have diagrams. We should post them on the Instagram page.
We got diagrams.
We have diagrams.
All right. Remember what I said about really explaining diagrams on Spotify? This is going to be great.
On the Instagram page. Reference Instagram episode.
Yeah. We got it. Run, JT, run. Yeah. And Cassandra will be back with us next. She wants to be part of the show next week. So we have some great topics for next week. That's Let's Work for Johnny. Yay! And it's hard. Like I said, all my alarms were going off, but we talked about this. I talked about this with the girls and our team page. It's just our show. When we're going, I almost just forget to even look, and it just goes. Like right now, I am shocked. I was not paying attention to the little red thing up on the top where it says 2 hours. So I love that. I love these girls. They're awesome. We do a great job on this show. And let me just say it. We just kick fucking ass. That's all I'm saying. We just kick fucking ass. That's all. So with that being said, we learned a lot today. Whether or not you want to use our advice, that's up to you. But keep in mind, what are we not, ladies?
We're not licensed in anything other than being human.
No, that's it. I was lucky to get a driver's license. No, I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, I have a driver's license. I have a passport. It's expired, but I
got two things. I got a driver's license and a social security card. That's all you need. And you know everything. And I'm Sicilian, so that means I do know everything. No, I'm kidding. All right, guys. All right, guys, we are out of here. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Deana, for doing an awesome job tonight.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! Shameless plug. Don't forget to check out our website, FridayNightBSShow.com. Head on over there, find all the links to our shows and where we're at. Spotify will be up in about an hour and a half, and we'll see everybody next Friday. Peace out, girls. Later, bitches.